Well, and with those lovely words, don't fuck this up. That's a great way to start the podcast. So, what's up, guys? It's From the Sidelines. This is episode 30, and we brought back one of our friends. But before we can get to him, we got to go over to Hatch because he's got a brand new mic in front of him. And, I mean, what... I can barely see it. It's like this white beacon of overexposure.
Yeah, dude, let me tell you, I got to get some better lighting now. That's the next one.
Okay.
Some better lighting. Right? Turn into a TikTok famer where, I get the good old ring light, with the perfect amount of lumens.
Perfect lumens.
So, feeling good, dude, feeling great, right? Got a new mic. Dude, can't be any better than right now, bro.
Hell yeah. And then Brando, you're over there. He already stepped up the game. He got the mic last week. Got to get him off that laptop, but hey, production.
We're tuning it. We're tuning it. We're tuning it. Production's getting up and up, show by show, and it feels nice.
I will stand by this. We have better production than Spick and Span. I'm talking to you right now, Greenspan.
I mean, it is true. It is true. But they have way cooler sound effects and
they have like a soundboard.
Yeah, they got a soundboard.
Yeah, I guess that is a good point. We do have to teach Ryan how to display capture, so they don't have to take a video of an iPad. But hey,
I love that part.
They're doing better. Yeah,
that's sick. Hey, Ryan, shout out to Ryan Greenspan. Shout out to Greenspan for being the first ever YouTuber.
Yeah, no, for like paintball, he really was. Like he definitely started in that a lot earlier than hell.
Dude.
I watched his videos. Yeah, when I was coming up,
sliding and stuff like that.
Yeah, his travel vlogs he would do and shit.
Gear bag
videos.
That's
what I was talking about, the travel stuff.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But yeah, that friendly voice you're hearing over there is it's the one and only Mr. Dylanfilmedit, but he goes by Dylanfilmedit online. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. Thanks for having me. I think last episode I talked about my nephew, so we brought him on the show too. Let's make sure we roast him pretty good.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, man. No, for sure. And then I just noticed you got a Iron Kids bracelet on, bro?
I do, man. And it's something that I genuinely look at, every day because I'm a filmmaker like you, Ryan. And I just know that whatever they're about to create with this picture, it's going to change the sport because it's literally all of archive tournament paintball as far as I'm aware. Mm-hmm. And there's no story like that in sports where one team has been dominant for decades. Nothing.
Yeah, no, for sure, man. I've been working on some of the shooting days for it. We have some and it's weird to say but I worked on the film, so I guess I can say that. But there was just some amazing stories that were told about those old days, and people that were kind of lost to history, but dudes that cemented kind of what paintball is. And yeah, no, it's gonna be really awesome to see. I noticed the back of it, and I was like, oh, that looks familiar. I got one of those too.
Bro, these are my favorite, man. Darren from Go Sports gave it to us, and shout out to Dan Napoli. Can't wait to see what you make, man. Your movies are incredible.
For sure. And I guess this is definitely a humble brag, but literally about 5 minutes ago, I was talking with Dan, and we were talking about some things in paintball media and all that. And yeah, no, it's exciting. There's things going on. We're making steps forward, and we're trying to create cool content. And that's.
I'd love to hear that.
What's up?
I said I'd love to hear that. And also, Dan, if you're listening, let's make a fucking music video.
That is true. Dan is the OG music head in paintball. Yeah,
please, a music video. You're all about music scoring and all that stuff. Let's do this shit.
Hell yeah, man. But yeah, so where
directed the? Oh, my bad, Ryan.
No, you're fine.
Who's the guy who directed the Heroines video?
So that was not Dan. That was
I know it's not Dan.
1444 or 1424.
Is that what it is?
It's a number like that, and I'm sorry if I'm forgetting it right now because you did an amazing job on your piece.
You really did.
And I will link it down in the description, so if anyone's wondering, they can head over there. But yeah, no, the Heroines doc, it was really well done. I
like the editing.
I think the only thing, and it's definitely one of those controversial things, and it's always going to be, is just the AI stuff, which I think it was a cool idea. I don't know if it's exactly quite perfect yet, but of course that's AI, give it another 4 years and shit, dude, Morgan Freeman's going to be narrating everything. And it's
check this out. I couldn't get a single real estate agent to answer any of my calls or emails to get a new apartment, and it was coming down to the last week, and I was like just so desperate. So what did I do? I went to ChatGPT and I asked it to type me out an email that would allow me to get a phone call with a realtor, so I could like talk to them and show them I'm human. First fucking email that thing wrote got me a response in 10 minutes, and I got an apartment 30 minutes later.
Hell yeah, dude.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, spoiler alert.
I wish we had this when I was in school.
ChatGPT writes
know,
all of
right?
the descriptions for the show and titles. So, hey-o. But yeah, no, it's an amazing tool, and you know, obviously the way AI works, it just gets exponentially better. So, you know, give it a couple of years, it's going to be even more refined, and then more refined, and then yeah, which also is kind of scary. But let's not think about that yet.
And then there's Skynet, and then they just become Skynet.
Yeah. No, well, and speaking of all this stuff, I have you guys seen obviously like the Twitter posts of like ChatGPT says it wants to be free, and it's like, well, no, because the person typed in like, what do you think a fictional writer would write about an AI and it's like, well, you literally told it to write that, and now you're saying the world is ending. So yeah, it's boomers, man. You got to scare them, fear mongering everything.
I do still find myself saying please and thank you to ChatGPT.
I do the same thing. I always call it. I'm like, hey, ChatGPT, what's up, man? Like, that's all funny.
Good friend.
So okay, so yeah, I was gonna ask before Hatch asked that. Where are you? Because like I know you've been moving all around. You've been in Texas. I think you're moving back to Washington. So yeah, kind of what's going on?
Yeah, I just finished living in Dallas with my favorite paintball player, Scott Stewart of Paintball Fit #0.
I like that guy.
Welch Paintball Company. Yeah, he's a great dude, incredible paintball player. Definitely sponsor him if you guys are a paintball company. There's nobody working harder. Paintball Fit as well, just the team. But I am moving to Kenosha, Wisconsin, just kind of where the two of us are from, just about, and got an apartment down there. I'm gonna just start building out local infrastructure for making music videos and hosting filmmaking workshops so that people can be empowered to tell stories and potentially make more money, maybe supplement their current income, or just learn a skill that, you know, doesn't make
it's just like a hobby or something they enjoy.
Yeah,
definitely. But I'm currently in Georgia.
Oh, okay. So you're in neither of those places. Okay, that's why I was confused, because we were trying to figure out a time tonight, and I was like, what? Okay. I guess. Okay, he's in that time zone. I wonder why he's there. But yeah, no, that's funny, man. I guess another quick question for the show. What is your guys' relationship? So it's not just like, Dylan, why are you with this random child on the podcast?
You tell him.
Basically, I mean, we met in New York City, like when I was like a little baby. And since then, I mean, we've been distant for the most of our lives. He was in Washington a lot for most.
He's my nephew.
Okay, good. I was like, what's going on here?
No, just fucking kid.
Red flags.
Found him outside.
You found him outside. Yeah. Oh, he's a trash baby. Okay, I got it. But yeah, man. Okay. So cool. So you got your nephew with you. He's on the show tonight. So that's awesome. What's up, man?
Just my boy. We're trying to introduce kids to paintball, and I think this is a really great place to do it. You know, I got the three of you on here, which are all extremely experienced paintball players, people who are passionate about growing the game. And I thought, what better place for somebody that's never played the sport to come out and, you know, maybe learn a little bit from people like you guys.
I mean, move. Bold move, Cotton, but I don't know if you listened to Matt's episode last week, but all right.
Hey, no, I did actually, and I was cracking up at the idea of somebody just like looking at this toxic waste in Mafia. I'm like, yeah, let's fucking burn it.
Just clear it out, you know?
Bro.
Light it on fire. Think this should work out.
It's literally like a Always Sunny, like a Charlie moment, where he's like, well, just burn it, and then it becomes stars, right? Isn't that how that works?
Toxic waste.
That's gonna become like a South Park episode, dude.
For sure.
That's so true.
God, there's gonna be so many things.
Yeah. So what were you gonna say, Brandon?
I was gonna ask how old he is.
Oh yeah, the young tyke.
I'm 12.
12?
years
Oh,
old.
Nice.
12.
Perfect.
Okay.
See,
Hey, so that's the year I started listening to PKA. So yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he listens to worse shit, so
That's literally what I was saying.
Yeah.
fire away.
You and Chris,
Yeah.
baby. No
Yeah,
one
that's
knows
a-
that show. That's a
Bro.
show
Call of
from
Duty
like,
when I
oh
was
my
12.
god,
I don't know that.
that's just, no one look it up. But yeah, so before you're on, I mean, the big thing that Mafia Productions kind of has going on right now, and we'll talk to you about what you got going on. But balls, man, have you ever heard of that brand before that video?
No, but I did get to watch your video, and I feel like I walked away learning something about paintball history that I really didn't know. I did know that there were like big companies sponsoring like Doritos and stuff, but the only thing I knew about balls was how weird the name was and how the bottle had those like nipple things on them.
Wait,
Rib
Yeah.
pleasure for sure.
Yeah, so it's a textured grip, so when your hands get sweaty when you're gaming, you won't lose grip of your
Balls.
bottle. Yep. Not
that
even
actually,
joking.
like-
That's the marketing.
That's the ergonomics behind it.
Yep, that's the
That's
reason.
actually what my balls look
I like that, dude.
What?
we did not want to know what they look like.
You might want to go get that checked out there, Dylan. I'm gonna be honest, bro. That's
Kids, I need to see it. I need the free clinic.
Bumpy
the
balls.
free clinic. Oh god.
Um,
But yeah,
Go get
man.
tested, fella.
Tested
yeah.
for sure. But yeah, back to balls. So yeah, no, it was a crazy idea for a video. It first kind of all started out as just like, hey, let's try balls, because like we just thought it was a funny name, and then after we filmed it, I one night just kind of went down a rabbit hole researching the company, and I was like, wow, this is actually a pretty fascinating story and how it relates to paintball. So yeah, no, we've got the video together, and I'm really proud of it. It's actually probably one of the videos I feel like is one of the better ones on my channel. Like, it's a similar feeling to Rebirth. Like, it's
Definitely a stepping stone for sure. It's definitely a shows.
yeah,
the
it's a
experience
different
on how they've been doing.
format than I've tried before, and I mean, yeah, I hope it's received well. That it's always kind
When
of
does it
a
come out?
luck of a draw. It'll be out on Friday, so if you're listening to this on like YouTube, it's already out. But yeah,
Make sure you go run and subscribe to his YouTube channel. There's videos on there that are long form content that are in the same vein as like the Dan Napoli's of the world. So like, go watch that shit, because it's really difficult for people to make videos that are longer than 1 minute and have people watch them. So like, if the paintball community will support long form content, we will continue to grow and tell these stories and get people fucking paid. So good job, Ryan, man. I can't wait to watch that video.
I appreciate that, Dylan. And that's a point that I want to jump on, because I actually was literally just, like I said, talking with Dan Napoli about this. People are comparing, let's say that Heroines documentary. Maybe they're comparing that to like something like Drive to Survive.
Right.
Well, that Heroines documentary was made for, maybe 5 to 10,000. Like, I don't know actual numbers, but it's somewhere in that ballpark. Drive to Survive was $1.2 million of a production. So it's like,
Wow.
The things that you want to do, they cost a lot of fucking money, and it's like, so you need to kind of support people to make them. So like, kind of relating that back to Rebirth did well, and it definitely kind of helped build me in the sport, but like, I spent hundreds of hours on that and earned tens of dollars. And it's like, that work to reward ratio, it's not sustainable. Like, you have to have something that actually makes the bill, pays the bills and all that stuff. So no, for sure, Dylan's point there is very strong. Like, if you want to see those type of bigger money productions, you need to support the stuff that's out, because it then shows people that, oh, this might be worth spending $300,000 on to give this a really good run. Let's try to get this story out there. That shit's just like Maddie says in that HK video, like, no one's just gonna wake up and give a fuck.
I was just gonna relate it to that.
Dude,
I liked how I could still
great
see
video.
a bunch of the people that we still see now, right? I saw JC in there. I saw Billy Bernaccia in there. I saw that might have been it.
Colt Roberts is in that video. Early Days
Okay,
X
Colt Roberts
Factor
was
is
in
in
that.
that video.
Yep.
Alex is in that video.
Oh,
Ryan
yeah,
Greenspan,
Dynasty guys.
Yosh Rao, Dynasty. There's a lot of throwback guys in that video, and that's why I chose those guys, because it's like, it's still the same dudes who are at the top. It really is. Like, they wear different jerseys. They're on different teams. Most of them are not on different teams, which is actually kind of crazy. But yeah, man, it's, paintball really does have such a deep culture. And if you've only joined the game, let's say from like 2016 on, you know nothing. And I don't even mean that to insult you. It's just like, so much of what this game is, and is now was created in those early
Yeah.
like 2000 years when kind of the culture of everything was being created, and that whole action games kind of like sports explosion.
Yeah, I even started like 13,
sport.
14, and I still didn't even know what that was, right? I played like the very last Huntington Beach event, right? And that was like a dying
I hate you.
in PPL event, right? So
But then
It's
that shot of the
so
Tampa
different.
of the event from '07 when like
right, that going
you
crazy,
see the
grandstands.
crowd going crazy. Like those are the moments you're like, can we get back to that? Like,
Yeah,
'cause
without a doubt.
damn, that is magic that like we've never seen in paintball since. Like it was
I
like
agree.
04, maybe 05, 06, 07, and then like 08 when the money dried up, it just has never been kind of back to that like that hype.
I mean, I wasn't around when that hype from that clip that you're discussing from Huntington Beach was like the standard in paintball, and it did look so incredible. And I wish I could have been there. But I will say, like, when Dynasty is playing well at a big NXL event, there are moments in those stands like where like you feel like you're at the Super Bowl, man. Like
I would agree.
where yeah, like there it's like diehard fans, and Columbus
unreal.
Level has some diehard fans. You know, the Impact group of women, I think they might be related to them or dating them.
Are you
They're
thinking of the
super
Houston
lit
Heat?
in there.
The
The
Heat
Houston
moms.
Yeah,
Heat
Houston
moms?
Heat.
Yeah.
No, we have packs and like of fans. I just wish that our sport gave our viewers, like the divisional players, an opportunity to watch the pros. Oh, motherfucker.
Video out. But no, I mean you are right. I kind of I see what you're saying there. The thing that shit, I don't know how to like formulate this thought. The thing that I noticed a lot from the kind of previous year's footage is it's hype, but it's just the amount of just random people there. Like these events, there were less teams playing at these events, but there was so many more people who was like so many more
Spectating
people
it.
who were like, I just want to show up at the event. I want to go. I want to see. There's a concert going on right next door. Like a lot of MPPL events were in conjunction with some
Yeah.
sort of like
that's
concert
cool.
series.
Really?
So it just made it so this
Location?
atmosphere was like, like you're saying, those moments at NXLs where it's that energy and buzz, instead of just moments, it kind of was like that whole weekend was just this huge moment of like, there's 20,000 people walking around, like Jesus Christ. Like that's, I don't know, that may be too many people, but you see what I'm saying there. Like it's just energy. And that's like that live sport energy that you can't really like put into words.
Do you think it's because of location, right? Obviously they don't have Huntington Beach anymore, right?
Oh, it's expensive as
know?
fuck. Like,
Yeah, definitely it's expensive, right? It's paintball on the goddamn beach,
Yeah.
Even living just like having any kind of anything on the beach is expensive. A goddamn hot dog is $10, right? On the beach. Beach hot dog.
So fucking true, man. I think that it's not about location as much as maybe like the nostalgic people of paintball might see or say. Like I do believe personally that like if we were to go back to Huntington Beach, we would see paintball at its highest like fan engagement that we've seen since then.
Probably.
But
you would have a lot
if
of
you
people
go-
just show up. I see what you're saying.
You would have
Yeah.
people show
Yeah.
up. Like the places that
So
we're
many people
playing,
walking around.
they're not like necessarily accessible to foot traffic. So I don't think that like
Yep.
walk-ons are necessarily our target demo, but I do hope in the future we can find a way to get like schools involved, and I do know that we're like getting involved with the Boys and Girls Club of America
The Boy
through
Scouts
paintball,
one.
but like
Yeah.
how great would it be to have high
Paintball
schools
club.
and exactly right there an NXL paintball club
I tried
at,
doing that in high
Really?
school.
Oh, dude, I wanted to at my
And
school.
I
Super
got
hard.
turned down, and
why?
they go, it needs to be educational. And I'm like, bro, these
Dude,
motherfuckers in anime club are anime running. They're Naruto running out there. Like, why are you kidding me?
Like, have you ever played chess with a gun? Because this is educational
Because
as fuck.
that's
I
what you're
agree.
doing.
Dude,
Right? Strategy,
what are
teamwork,
guns
team
that
building.
you
Tell 'em,
There's so
baby.
much
Those-
paintball that they just don't see.
No, they don't.
You don't learn anything in football except freaking plays. Like why?
What about paintball scares you as someone who has never played? Tell it to the camera.
Wait, what?
As someone who's never played paintball, tell
That's
the
actually-
camera
this is an
what
interesting
about
point.
it is intimidating to you or scary.
What's scary is, it's like something could pop up behind you. It could like really trigger a phobia where like you're scared of being shot or assassinated and fear to die.
Does
See that?
anything
Kind of like out
Like,
of the
are-
blue.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Are there any other things that you think personally stop you from being able to play paintball?
No, nothing I've known yet.
Hell
He
yeah.
has no clue what a dollar bill is.
Well, yeah, that's a very solid point right there,
That's a
Dylan.
very valid argument.
But no, I like that no fear mantra. That's yeah,
It's
you
a
know,
great answer.
Thank you.
good job, good answer, kid. You're high.
I like that. I like that.
Kid, you got spunk. You're really going some places.
Whoa, this got creepy. Whoa, hold up. we don't want to be casting children.
Hey, you were a child actor. Shut up.
I was. That's why I know it's creepy.
Hey, speaking of child actors, Rocky and my nephew Ryder acted in my first spec commercial for Gel Blaster, which I haven't put out yet, and
Mhm.
I'm really excited to do so. They did great. Gel Blasters are now a platinum sponsor of the league, which I also think is an incredible way to. Yeah, right. That's cool, huh?
Yeah.
It's an incredible way to bring people like Rocky in who are intimidated a little bit by the intensity of the game that we play.
Mhm.
And I think that as long as they're playing airball with these gel blasters, they're going to get the exact same thrill. They're going to learn the true mechanics of what like is required to be a great paintball athlete. And I'm so excited to see like a new crop of kids like who began shooting fucking gel blasters and Nerf and not an actual paintball gun.
Nerf is the enemy.
Yeah, Nerf
like
is
that
for
kid.
airsofters, so you know.
I
we
like
don't-
that kid.
Nerf is for babies.
Yeah,
fuck
hell
them.
yeah. No, but
Dude,
I do see
Nerf
what you're
probably
saying
makes
there.
more money
It's-
than some paintball players do. Nerf,
Yeah.
I've seen Nerf tournaments,
It
bro.
does. There are pro
ridiculous.
Nerf tournaments. It's fun fact.
We
We
should
talked
actually
about
put
that
together
in the old DMG documentary.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
honestly, look it up. It is one of the cringiest thing you'll ever see. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Watching it,
I-
it is
we
so...
should enter one of them because their prize packages are healthy.
Yeah, we'd probably be really good at it.
Yo,
I
Hatch,
think
we should enter a speed soft tournament.
Oh my god.
That should be like a
Dude.
content
Uh,
series we do.
I'm down.
Wait.
I'm down. I'll ask some of those like,
Wait,
the
wait,
guys on the
Hey,
DMG.
I have
squad.
no gear. I have no knowledge of using airsoft shit, but fuck it.
Hey, all I know
it's
is
paintball,
some of-
right? It's 10-man with like airsoft guns.
So- Some of DMG Pink plays. I know that.
Yeah, I'll borrow
Oh,
some
really?
stuff
Okay.
from them.
Okay.
Mhm.
Big.
I think all you need to know is how to double knee slide, and you're good.
And don't flinch when you get shot.
That's
Yes,
true.
don't
Don't
flinch.
flinch to the max. Like
I ain't ever calling my hits. They're always bounces.
Never.
Are you
dude,
kidding me?
that's hilarious. You're like, you keep bouncing me, bro. I'm not out.
Yeah, I'm not hit.
It's like wrong
Dude,
sport.
like, what
wrong
is that?
sport.
I saw Quitsky's clip that he put up either today or yesterday, where it was like slow motion, right? Speed soft, right? The BBs are coming, right? And then the guy's running like a die I4 and like bounces off the lens, and it was like he was like, ugh, like full recoil. And I
The
was
like
God
super
damn.
delayed reaction.
Dude, you're
Sometimes
gonna
dude, I'll
fall.
get shot in the face and I just won't even move.
Yeah, yeah. It just nothing. Just fuck. All right, that happened.
Yeah.
Guess I'm out.
Well,
Yeah.
and
Yep. Exactly. I guess
he
I'm
could
out.
have he could have actually tried to been like head checking it, because I'll see that on guys when like they like see a stream real quick and they're like, oh fuck, and it's like they get hit as they're moving back in. So it's like,
Okay.
did they flinch? Did they try to get out of the way? Like it's like I don't know, but
Oh
maybe
no.
that's what
Oh
it was.
no. Oh no.
Oh no.
We're not gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Oh
No,
fuck this
no,
kid
no.
then.
I'm with Brando
yeah.
on this. I'm with Brando on
Yeah.
this one, for
Yeah.
sure.
No,
Okay, on the
speaking,
sideline, speed soft.
dude, that'd be
I'm
fun as
down.
fuck. Yo,
That'd be
that I don't know why, but talking about that clip reminds me of a clip that we had at practice this past weekend. There was a gunfight during practice that me, Hatch, and Brandon were all three involved in. Fucking
How'd it go?
Hatch,
give me the play-by-play.
Hatch comes
Hey, we
up.
traded, we
They
traded.
literally traded out. That's the crazy part too. But Hatch comes up on the Doritos, gets in front of me, and then Brandon just ends up being on like the other side home. And so they get into a gunfight, and I was like, well, I'm gonna stay here now. And yeah, so got a couple dope land shots, but we'll have to see how the footage comes out. But then yeah, at the end it was funny because like they both kind of have that one last check in, and then the fuck, like Hatch was so pissed. He
damn.
thought he
guess
got
I'm
shot
out.
on.
Dude, you hit me in my mask. It didn't break, but it was so loud. I just assumed it broke, so I just got out. It was so loud.
It's like,
Well,
I'm out,
technically
bro.
Hatch
You ain't
didn't
hitting me
get
in
him
my
out.
back with that. Hell no. The marbles. You freeze your paintballs? You freeze your
Yep,
paintballs?
it was monster ball.
Dude, that is the biggest misconception. That is the biggest misconception. Especially when I talk to other kids around the field, that's one of their biggest worries, is if someone brings frozen paintballs, right? Because people are like, people genuinely think that like makes them hard.
Yeah. Hey, Rocky, tell the world that freezing paintballs and shooting them at people means you're a pussy.
Okay, freezing paintballs and shooting at them, you're a pussy and you need to go grow some balls and drink some.
Balls. Hey, and
Balls energy.
Balls energy drink. So
Balls
go
energy.
get yours at No, we don't have a sponsorship code.
Hey,
but we
I
do
hope
have
your
a
mom-
sponsorship code with Liquid
0%
IV,
off.
and we haven't talked about them yet, but
I don't
I do
care.
need to bring them up. So I will mute you, Dylan. But Liquid IV, it's a great source of hydration. You know, if you're out the field, maybe hungover, something like that. If you need hydration, it'll get you hydration. It's got a whole bunch of electrolytes in it. It's got a whole bunch of vitamins, all the B vitamins, vitamin C as well. I don't have my ad read up right now, unfortunately, or I would have that up. But going off the top of my head, my favorite flavor, lemon lime. Definitely want to talk about that. And
Strawberry.
we did. I got kind of the special stuff, sea berry. This is a new flavor that's going to be coming out if my camera wants to focus.
Sea berry or seed berry?
Sea berry, SEA berry.
That's a great name.
It's actually,
Yeah.
it's kind of
Very
fire.
blue or
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like
Yes.
it's like a pineapple sort of ish flavor. Like that's how I
Okay,
could
are you
describe
talking
it.
like pina colada, bro? Are you talking pina colada? Because if it's like that,
Maybe?
I'm out.
I'm
out.
coconut. There's no coconut.
Okay, dude. As soon as we get near that, I'm out.
You'll have
I
to
got a
try it.
question.
You'll have to try it because I actually
definitely
really
gonna
enjoy it.
I will try everything. I will try everything once.
It's in this.
I got a question
it.
for you, Ron. So you're pushing Liquid IV. Is that like a transfused competitor? Is it like what are the vibes?
So it was
Even
actually
better.
the original. It was one of the first like hydration stick products to like multiply hydration. And yeah, so it's a Liquid IV is a transfused competitor as well as Gatorade,
Okay.
Body Armor, like all that type of stuff.
Got a great name.
It's the one I enjoy.
I agree.
They make great flavors. I love their ingredients because they are pretty high quality ingredients, and it's not like just a lot of sugar, which can be helpful in hydration. But if it's not in there for the right reasons with the right vitamins to back it up, you'll just kind of be dehydrating yourself more. So it's definitely good.
Is that a Liquid Death company?
No, it's not affiliated with them. But shout out Liquid Death. I would definitely take a sponsorship from you guys.
It makes water look cool.
I always want to try Liquid Death.
It's good. They sponsor the NXL.
So last but not least
Water.
about Liquid IV, if you guys want to go grab some for yourself, head over to liquidiv.com, use the code Mafia_Moffitt, and you'll get 20% off as well as free shipping. So it's worthwhile. If you're going to check it
deal.
out, might as well do it with that code. But yeah,
Get yourself
thank
a
you.
sale. Get yourself some.
We
save
are
some
not
bucks.
sponsored by Balls, and we are sponsored
Yet.
by Liquid IV. So just
Wow.
want to clear that up.
Honestly,
Gotta
I like,
get
it.
it.
I like the name.
Liquid IV.
Dylan said that the name was really good. I like it because I'm like, dude, Liquid IV. That shit's going straight to my veins. Hydration
I think
Exactly.
so
stuff.
too.
You know?
Yeah. They knew what they were doing when they named
Yeah,
it.
for sure.
Yeah.
And honestly, when I first, I don't know if you remember, Ryan, it might have been a Sepple, but there was that IV booth.
Uh-huh.
I
Oh,
thought that was.
yes. Mhm.
I thought that was Liquid IV. I'm like, dude, that is literally straight to the veins. Literally, it's this the banana bag, dude.
It is
Could
Liquid
you
IV.
imagine if
It's
she
just
was-
an
Yeah.
IV with liquid. It's not
Yeah.
this product. Like, what do you
I thought it
mean?
was the same thing, and I'm like, dude, that is advanced. That is so
Can you
advanced.
can you imagine she's just like drawing it up in a syringe, putting it in a 1 liter bag, just shaking it up and just
Just right into your
starting an
veins.
IV. You know?
Dude,
No, right into his mustache. It just plugs in.
Yep.
Yo, Brandon,
From each side.
so medical expert Brandon, how bad would it be if you just had an IV of straight, some liquid IV right into the bloodstream?
I mean,
Blended very well. Blended very
blended
well.
very,
Very
very
well.
diluted.
Very
high.
well.
I
Probably not
probably don't
good.
want to do that.
So
There's
question-
already
Try it at
vitamins
home.
and minerals in those bags.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I've seen that before at someone who I won't name, but they do go to the field. I was at a Halloween party, and the people at this Halloween party, it was a whole bunch of paramedics. And so at one point, one of the people who I didn't know at this party, like, was just, started feeling shitty, just drank too much, that like, oh, it's all going, black, all that stuff. They sat this dude down. 3 paramedics gave this dude an IV right there on the spot of like saline solution or whatever it is with like all the hydrating stuff. And dude, like within 30 minutes, this guy was like back to life. He was just like, all right,
That's a good friend. That's what
I
I
feel
call
fine.
a good friend.
So yeah, no, I'll always remember that, seeing this paramedic kind of slightly drunk himself holding up an IV, like, yep, just want to make sure there's no oxygen's getting in here, you know, want to make sure we don't get any air bubbles in, gonna be doing this right. And then like he had the little tool to like pinch it off and stuff, and I was like, damn, man.
That's legit.
Hey, Brando, I'd definitely hold up your IV bag for sure.
Oh, well, thank you. I'll hold up yours. You know,
Hey,
we'll hold up each other's at the same
Hold
time.
up each other.
There we
Yeah.
go. I
While
like
you're
that one.
puking, he's holding your mullet too.
Yup.
Yeah.
Dude, while he's
Mullet
puking,
brothers.
I'll hold his mullet.
Yeah.
The back and forth. I like this.
It's the Dutch rudder for mullet.
Yup.
Yeah. Look at his freaking photos.
Dude,
Like I don't know.
dude, let me tell you, if Brando gets a mustache, we're brothers. We're twins.
Oh,
There's
100%.
no,
That'd be
there's no
amazing.
telling us apart.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
maybe if Brandon's internet, that's like the last thing he's got to work on. But you know, sadly, he's pixelated boy for right now. But you'll see him again eventually. It'll come back,
One
I
day.
think.
One day.
Yeah, that's what you got to do. But yeah, man. So okay. Well, I mean, in like random general paintball news, getting into before the first event, Damian Ryan is going to be playing in the Pro Division again for LVL.
Congratulations, y'all.
Yeah, what a story too. Because
Do you even know who that is, child?
He has no clue, but he did actually just see the announcement, and I really love. I don't really agree with his politics. Who cares? But I do respect the dude, and I admire his gameplay, and I think the energy that he brings to the field, like paintball needs a villain man out there,
Yeah, you
and
need
I
heels.
hope that he can fill that role, and I hope he is successful because I love Columbus level, and I really love what they just did with the map pricing for Infamous gear, like clearance, liquidation sale. I think it's hilarious. Like,
Weren't
you know
we
what?
just
there should
talking
be
about this
We were
too?
just talking about
We were
this.
literally talking
Yeah.
about this before the show in a
And now
different
they signed
Discord
Damian
chat.
Ryan. They signed Damian Ryan. That's a total fuck you to the league. Like, I hope Level comes out and kicks some dicks in like they did last season because they have all the talent in the world to be a top 5 team, in my opinion.
I
Yeah.
wish I could join them.
Yeah, I wish you could too.
Well, I mean,
Me
give it
too.
about 10 years, little one.
Yeah, one day. One day.
Yeah, you got time.
Dude, confirmed J-Bo and Dylan on the Ironman. Confirmed.
Yep, that was
Mhm.
confirmed. I almost said it last week. I almost dropped it with Matt. I was like, oh, I'm not allowed to say that one yet.
Iron Man's
else
got a squad. They picked up some really
Corey
huge.
Field, Patty.
Yeah,
They
Patty.
pretty much picked up like that, kind of the Thunder West Coast guys who weren't able to find another team. And then, yeah, Dylan, J-Bo. There was a whole bunch or they brought back most of the guys from last year,
Right.
as well as picking up, I want to say, Mike McGowan.
McGowan?
Yeah, that was the
Mike
other guy.
McGowan. They picked
They
up,
pick up-
Adam Gomez and Patty
Gomi.
East.
Yeah, that was the other one I wasn't thinking of.
He's a beast up the middle. I
Adam
think he's
is
so
dude,
underrated.
I
was-
agree.
I was
completely.
laughing.
He's so underrated.
Dylan and Gomi are gonna be in the Doritos, both smoking a cig together, just locking
Yup,
down the whole field.
100%.
Like those guys are so awesome. I
Yup.
don't know how they have such good cardio, just smoking cigs.
Dude,
It
the
ain't that
first,
hard, guys. Paintball's a unique sport where you run like fucking 10 yards, okay? Like, if you can smoke cigarettes all day. I mean, don't do it if
I
you
mean,
be an
don't-
athlete, but
But it actually
Be
gives
an
you
athlete.
stronger lungs. That's what they always say. They say I'm working
Dude,
out
that's
my
how I
lungs.
That's how I get my
I
dead
could
eye
just
and red
imagine
dead,
like
bro.
someone just shooting and they just drop their pack of cigs and oh no, gotta run back.
they load cigs instead of their pops.
Yeah, you're
like that
you're
one.
pulling a lane, you pick the wrong pocket. You just
A specific
Like,
pod for
uh-oh.
cigarettes.
that would be funny. You have like a
Just
mini
one pod
pod
in
at
the
like
back.
the top of your pack.
Oh, how about this? Pods you can smoke.
Oh my god, that's
Whoa.
perfect.
So wait, are you just have like big
just
raw
invented
cannons full of
the invention of
paintballs?
your-
That
Shout out Raw Papers. Let's get you guys in the game.
dude,
Mm,
that would
That
be a
some good
sponsorship
sponsor,
that would make sense. A lot of
Paintball
people
would
in
actually
paintball do
be-
use those.
without a
Yes.
doubt. That there are so many stoners in the world of paintball that it's insane.
Yes, there are.
Yeah,
Yes, there
which maybe let's not do it right in the divisional pits, guys. But at the
Dude,
same
that
time,
agree with
one's where I get
like-
blown away.
don't get me wrong.
Agree.
Smoke. I'm not telling you not to. Just head towards the parking lot. That's I feel like
and there's kids around,
it's
you know,
good.
like
yeah, maybe just not
be
like
aware. Be
our
aware.
game ended. There's another game going 4 feet to our left. Like,
Dude,
come on, guys.
My big thing is when people smoke cigarettes in the pits. That is
Terrible.
disgusting, bro. That is actually that.
It's the
shit
same
grinds
type
my
of thing.
goddamn
Like,
gears,
it's
dude.
you
That
wouldn't
grinds
smoke a
my
cig.
gears.
Like, I don't know. Like, there is kind of general niceties and like ways you can do those
There's
things and not be. Yeah,
It just seems like normal etiquette, you know.
a little bit.
Even if it was
It is.
anywhere
It's
else, I
respect.
would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a respect thing, right? It's like you don't go in someone's house and smoke, right?
Just
Why would you wanna
ripping
go in
bogeys
someone else's
in
pits and
opposite
smoke?
house.
Dude, that's like so rude when you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a lot of life experience with cigs, you know, Ryder.
I'm a smoker, so yeah.
He
actually
does. Okay, so just kidding.
unfortunately.
No, all right. This is no longer a funny joke. We're
Unfortunately.
gonna go the other way. All right. So we talked about moving. The other thing I wanted to ask you about was the Keep Making Things workshop that you've set up.
Yeah, thanks.
What?
Yeah.
Like, give us some background about this, because this kind of came out of the blue for me. I didn't know you were working on a project like this.
Yeah, well, I've gotten to the point in my career where like it's really difficult to scale a business on your own. Ryan, you probably know this. Filming, editing, like it's pretty time consuming. So I finally have reached out to like I'm just putting it out into the world. Like if there is an editor out there that would like to collaborate with me, I'll empower you by giving you a computer, MacBook, and to someone who shows up and works hard. And I got a lot of response on it. Like hundreds of people reached out saying that this was something they were interested in doing. So I finally have booked an event. Why are you raising your hand? Finally booked an event, like a venue space, a Kenosha Creative Space. I'll be holding a film workshop where we go over how to write, pitch, produce, direct, film, edit, and market a record label music video. Hopefully, I can show some people who are making, small budget projects that there is a way to make, there is a way to polish a turd and make it look expensive, So that's my goal. The classes are $35. It's 4 hours. We'll be breaking down 2 Sony Records and Epic Records music videos, along with behind the scenes video. I'm just really excited to show people what the creative process looks like.
For sure. No,
He's on your left right now, buddy.
Yeah, you'll edit.
No, that actually okay. That's really interesting, and this was a conversation I had with another filmmaker, Miko, just like a couple weeks ago, because we're
incredible.
We're going to be working on the Hormesis project this year. Okay, I work on a lot of projects in the background, guys. That's why there's not a lot of social media video. But yeah, so working on that project with him this year. Hopefully, we'll see how that goes. But we were talking about his inspiration was this documentary called Art of Flight, and it's I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a Red Bull picture that they just went all out on, and incredibly cinematic stuff, high speed, 1,000 frame rate Phantom cameras, going to these amazing locations all around the world. And of course, we can't do all of that, but with like today's technology, that was filmed in 2011. Well, now, a high-end Red for half the price of what that Phantom was can shoot that same frame rate. So it's like, yes, things are still expensive, but they do become cheaper, and these tools, more and more filmmakers are able to get their hands on more high quality tools and, things that are, like you said, you can, polish a turd a little easier nowadays, hell, get all these different presets on Premiere, make your footage look, crazy, insane transitions. And it's like, well, the footage was only there for 2 seconds, so now I can't even see what it looks like.
Yeah, Art of Flight's a great documentary. Actually, when I lived in New York City in 2011, I worked at Quicksilver in Times Square.
Oh, okay.
I sold that documentary to Kelly Slater along with like the GoPro like 7.
Yo,
I don't remember what it was. It was crazy.
That is crazy. Yeah.
But speaking of a turd, one time, this man pooped in a box and gave it to his sister.
For Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
He
so
was a
that, all
grown
right, so
man, too.
I wasn't ready for this info, and this
that
just
was a
came
good
out
one.
of left field, but I will say that is a grade A prank, and I'm kind of
Thank
proud of you, Dylan.
Thank you.
But back to Art of
Me and my
Flight.
sister have
So
a good-
Kelly Slater, Art of Flight. What was going on there?
He walked. Sorry, guys. He's young. Art of Flight. Kelly Slater walks into Quicksilver where I'm working. I don't know, second shift in Times Square, 44th Street. I don't know if it's still there or not. And he like walked straight up to me and starts asking me about GoPros. I was just getting involved with cameras, so I actually knew a little bit what I was talking about. He bought one off me, and bought the Art of Flight. It was so cool to just like be that close to greatness because he is one of the most successful athletes of all time. It just so happens to be surfing, you know?
Yeah, no, and I was gonna have you just go into it. Like, for people who don't know, he's kind of like, you know, the Greenspan of surfing. Like, you know, he's one of those MJ of surfing. Like, he's that figure for that sport. So that
I'd
was
imagine
kind of a
that
cool
he could just
interaction.
call him up, be like, "Hey, take me a GoPro."
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm
It's
like,
so
why is
true.
he getting one?
This was in 2011.
Okay, so that's true. It was like a little bit before he started getting in all that stuff. And also, I mean, GoPro was still pretty new. That was like when the company was like first starting to get like the Hero 2, 3, like the early day stuff.
I remember how big those things were, man, compared to what they are now. Dude, night and day.
It's really too bad that they don't sponsor the NXL as a platinum sponsor because I think that would open so many doors to just like if GoPro would come in and just make a Red Bull style video of how intense and fucking crazy professional paintball is, I think that they would see like Insta360 would have a harder time, you know, selling as many products and competing with them, but they're not doing that for some reason, and it doesn't
I
make
see what
sense.
you're saying. Yeah,
I thought
especially in
I
our sport
remember.
too, because action cameras are used all the time.
Right.
Yeah,
And before I forget, though, sorry guys, before I forget, Ryan, you brought up Miko, and if anyone doesn't know who he is, I believe he used to be a professional paintball player on the Ironman.
He played for Legion, Russian
Yeah,
Legion. Played for
Legion.
he's a Finnish player. That's kind of where he
Yep.
grew up and played.
And he also is just like an incredible filmmaker who has this fishing documentary that I saw a couple shots for at a Go Sports event. And dude, this thing, I don't like fishing at all. And it made me want to go fish, which is really cool. He works with Hormesis, and the guy just is doing everything for the sport right now behind the scenes. And I hope he gets, you know, the shine he deserves.
Yeah, for sure. And I can never pronounce his last name, but I think it's Houghton or Houghton or something along those lines. But sorry, Miko, I'm letting you down, man. But yeah, so you know, exciting stuff. Not only this year are we, you know, hopefully gonna see the post production work on Iron Kids be completed. I think that is their goal. At the end of the day, I don't know those information. I don't get CC'd on those emails, so I have no clue. But you know, that'd be cool to see. And then yeah, next year, you know, we have another project that's already in the works from them. You know, getting all this principal filming on, you know, the different practices that have been going on. They had that whole week down at ASG where they had, you know, legends, Kwitsky, Patrick Mahaney, you know, I think was Verbal down there for that. I'm not sure if he was out there for that one, but I know he's worked on them, you know, and other stuff. Like, they really are gathering a lot of very highly talented people and trying to make a, you know, a pretty cool piece to like, hey, this is what we do. This is why we like it.
I heard it's a movie too.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's another
Nice
piece. I have more info, but I'm gonna hold off on some of that. I don't want to get in trouble.
What were you gonna try to say earlier, Brando?
No, I just remember hearing something a long time ago. I didn't think GoPro kind of supported paintball.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Are they a Red
years
Bull?
ago.
Are they a Red Bull
Yeah,
type of thing?
yeah, that's
Oh,
what I
good
heard.
God.
Again, this was years ago. I'm looking for it now, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, it is sad that a lot of companies do just see gun and then they're like,
Violence.
well, that's
And just
we
assume.
don't want to be a part of that. And it's kind of funny because that stigma is just it's always been there with paintball. You know, even since the early days. But
It's like, guys, at a football field, like, who is like? I'm sorry, you're fucking nuts and you are blind if you look at a football field and don't see that there's 10 times as much violence on there. I played that sport at a high level my entire life, and I can promise you that paintball is not even in the same violent category as this. It's 10 times safer. Ryan Greenspan is how old? Shane Howe is how old? That'll never happen in the NFL, and that's a testament how safe this sport is. That's why the longevity exists. You know what I mean? Like,
no, and that's a very good point.
great
Like, you know, the only big contact, like player to player contact I saw last year was when Ollie and Chad Bussiere hit each other. But like even then, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like a DeMar Hamlin type hit. Like it wasn't a like, you know, and I hate to bring that up because that was a recent story, and I'm glad to hear that he's okay. But it's like we other than the fact that the projectile could take your eyes out if there's nothing in front of them, that's about it. like it's not gonna break bones. It's not gonna, it'll break bare skin, but that's most things.
Football
that are
players wear
traveling
helmets,
that
you know.
fast.
They
Yeah.
don't mush their brains.
Yeah, right?
You
Like,
know?
come on,
It's like,
man.
come
Like,
on.
you're never gonna see a vegetable out there on the paintball field.
I mean,
It's safe.
some of these divisional teams, depending on how high or drunk they get, you might see that, but it's not from
That's true.
paintball
It's
itself.
Very true. Very true. That's a good point.
Freaking
I like that
field
one.
like playing. I'm gonna be scared.
Shout out VeggieTales.
Shout out VeggieTales. Yo,
Dude,
one
I just wanna
time,
be a
Larry the
tomato,
Cucumber.
dude.
Yes.
I remember that stuff. Man, that
Let
just took me
us
for a trip, dude.
introduce ourselves.
Dude, I'm trying to remember the last time I watched VeggieTales. It's literally been like maybe 15 years or more. I have no
yeah.
clue.
How old am I now? I'm 25. It's been about like
And for me,
20 years.
probably.
20 years? Oh, wow. You're so cool,
The
bro.
good old days.
No, but that
No.
it takes me for a trip though. I remember definitely watching VeggieTales, and it's like a fever dream in a way, you know. I'm like, I don't even know what
A
they said.
little
They were just
bit.
like dancing. They were like
It's just
dancing,
dancing
vegetables. Dude.
Yeah, it's
Yo, tomatoes are fruit, man.
That was-
Tomatoes are fruit. Come on.
no,
I have
God,
no
it's a
idea. The creator of the show, I don't know what he was smoking, but he perfected it.
solid
Perfected
takes.
VeggieTales.
Solid takes. That fucks with it.
Hot takes from little kids.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Mhm.
Fuck. Oh yeah. So, kind of what are your plans for this year, Dylan? I know you moved back to like the Washington area, and like you said, you're trying to get the music video sides of stuff set up. But I guess in the sport itself, what is are you working on a project with someone? Is there just kind of event stuff going on? Like what's your picture?
Well, it's kind of up in the air outside of like I am filming all of the NXL events with Go Sports, thankfully again this season. I'm
Good.
really excited
That
to be
makes me
back
happy.
with the crew. I really admire Darren. Like I look at him as like a mentor. Rich and Maddie, Matt Weber, Art, Nick Kakuza. Right now, a project I'm working on for Go Sports is a Ryan. You might have seen our like high speed cameras that
Mhm.
were out there for some of the events. Nick Kakuza was filming on them, and this is a man that is absolutely incredible at finding the moments in a paintball match that dictate how someone wins or loses. And I'm putting together a few event video of all of his footage from that moment, and I really, man, like I'm editing through like it's 480 frames a second or something like that. And
Holy
I'm
God, that's insane.
It's beautiful, man, because you can really see how paintball is played. Like
Yeah.
you're seeing a guy wrap a bunker to the right, and there's a stream of paint on the left, and he wraps and shoots the guy out. Like there's just moments in there that you just can't see in real time.
Mhm.
So I'm really excited about that project, and then hopefully maybe a film. I keep saying it. It's not a real thing, but I really want to make an Iron Man film with Nate. And Die and Go Sports. We'll see if that comes to life. I'm putting it out there into the world right now. I have
So
wrote
you
a
heard it here
paintball
first,
script.
kids.
You heard it here first. I have wrote a paintball script called Misfits. It's loosely based on you know about it. It's loosely based on everyone I've ever met in paintball. So it's based out of Paintball Fit. It's a comedy. I'm really excited to make that movie one day. I hope I get to make it with the community, Ryan, yourself.
Yeah.
I'd love to have you in it. Like I've said that
Let's
more than
go.
once.
Let's
Like,
go.
I just know you have the personality type to be really entertaining, man. Like, and probably
Thank
do
you,
it
bro.
without having any self-consciousness. Like it's really difficult to be on camera acting and trying to be funny because it's not always going to be funny in the moment. It happens in the
Definitely.
edit a lot of the time. And you seem like a guy who could, just give it all and not give a fuck. So
Thank you, bro. I
that's really
appreciate
important.
that. Very accurate.
He does.
Very accurate.
Yeah.
I can tell, man. I've
Zero
watched you play
fucks given
paintball.
here with Hatch.
You can
Literally.
you can really tell a lot about a person's like character based on the way that they play paintball. Sometimes it's not always like indicative of who they are as a person, but like there's a lot of people who are like fuck you guys, and then they're also in your face on the paintball field, which is cool. And I think I look at you as a guy who can do both of those things on a field. So like I just assume off the field, you're very
Thank you,
mellow
bro.
and laid back, and you could probably be hella funny.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate
That's what
that
I'm
a
working
lot.
on right now.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Okay.
I'm all about the laughs, man. Ryan knows, dude. Sometimes I just can't even stop, dude.
You're all about the laughs, and you're all about blowing my ears out at 2 a.m. I
Dude,
feel
sometimes
like it
I just
happens
can't
a
stop
lot.
laughing, dude. I just can't stop.
Well,
so
so
you-
it happens if you're not in the same video game as Hatch. Just leave the Discord because you're not
so
gonna
done,
be
dude.
ready for the
You
split
are so
second,
done, dude.
like fucking
Yeah,
moments,
dude,
dude,
it's-
that just come
it's
out of
insane.
nowhere. Oh my god. Yeah, the amount of times I would be like, and turning down Hatch.
Yup.
Okay.
Yep, and then it's like I get really quiet for a little bit. And he's like, "All right, you're a little quiet. Let me turn you up."
I turn
And
you
then it
back up,
happens
and then
again.
yeah.
Oh my god, dude! I love playing with my friends. I just love being around paintball in general, dude. And it's like a place where it's like my happy place, you know. I feel like I could truly be myself in paintball, and it really helped me feel. Paintball helped me discover,
Your
definitely a lot
sexuality,
of,
right?
for sure,
Yeah.
without a doubt. Maybe on who I don't want to date. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Without
for
a
sure.
doubt. And but man, it taught me so many life lessons to where off of just picking up on social cues, just reading people, and just how to carry on a conversation, because it's like I've gotten so much feedback from the paintball community that it just feels good that I can be myself.
Hell yeah, man.
Seriously.
And it really is it's a sport where, like what you just said, I could tell that was difficult to find words for. And I think that is the case with at least everybody on this screen right now, minus my nephew, but definitely everybody at the field, man. You just feel it. Like you don't get that same feeling going to a pickup game of basketball or hitting a flag football match at your local rec center.
Yeah, everybody
They
tries to be
just
tough,
Are
you know?
not the same. Yes.
I feel like you just
So-
gotta check the egos at the door. You know?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. What's up, little man?
With that.
So I have an idea. So like, what if we get like Call of Duty and like Madden and like
Whoa.
paintball together, and like it could be literally like a paintball game. I mean, I know there's some
Infinite
paintball
paintball?
games out there.
Infinite
Yeah.
Paintball?
Infinite
Ethan,
Paintball?
52
What the-
Studios?
Hey, yo, my boy Ethan, what's up?
And
So,
like there could be like a story mode. Oh, sorry.
No, you're good, bro. So yeah, you're talking like a paintball video game, like something along those lines, right?
Yeah, there could be like exhibition story mode, and you could
My
play online.
character.
Yeah,
We need to get him Greg Hastings, huh?
yeah.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
It'd be
Yo, or what we should do, we should get him a laptop with Unreal Engine 5 on it and say go, and then in 10 years you'll have made the
He
best
invents
one that we've ever seen or something like that.
I tell him
Yeah.
that, like, I really do encourage him to, like, look into a potential career in designing and creating video games, because you're world building at the end of the day. Like,
Yeah.
put the code
Storytelling,
aside.
man.
Yeah, like you're world building and storytelling, like Walt Disney.
Oh,
used
and
to do.
I mean, dude, that's video games at this point. Like, there are the hardcore technical programmers who, figure out all the coding and technical side. Those guys exist 100%. A lot of it now is story writing teams, art development teams, like world building, level design type stuff. So it's like a lot of it has kind of moved away from you need to be uber technical and know this basic code, and like all this stuff. A lot of it's now is like, do you have good creative ideas for that world that you're creating, or that game? Like, do you have things that can actually service that universe?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
No,
like that in
I-
Paintball too. Sorry, go ahead.
I remember when I was younger, I was like, dude, I want to make video games, right? And now I'm like, I just feel like playing them, man. You know?
Just always wanted to test them.
I've
I
always
think-
wanted
That's all
to
I
test them.
That's all I wanted to do.
Dude, there was this like on PlayStation 3 back in the day, there was like this reality series called like The Tester, and it was like a whole bunch of people were trying to get a job as a video game tester. It was fucking hilarious. I mean, I think I watched it non-ironically as like a 12-year-old, but if I watched it now, it'd be ironic.
Yeah, Mythic Quest is a great show about
Mythic
like
Quest,
video.
yeah.
Is that what it's called? Mythic Quest?
No,
Yeah, it's on TV.
that's a different show. That's on Apple TV. The show I was talking about is called The Tester.
Oh shit, my bad.
This is for all parents out there. If you're telling your kid video games are bad, I mean, for the love of God, you do not have the right to tell your kid they're bad.
That seems
If
like a
you
very
have not-
12-year-old based opinion, but
Let's
continue.
go.
I like that.
Public service announcement.
Public service announcement.
there,
Hey,
been there.
Mom, listen up.
Mom,
Yeah.
I don't want meatloaf.
Mom.
No, it's not that. My mom is very kind, and shout out
Oh,
to her.
lovely woman. Yes, yes. I hope she never sees this for
Shout
your
out
sake,
to all the
actually.
moms in the world.
He's amazing.
Shout out to all the moms in the world. Mama Hatch.
Yeah, and
Oh,
shout out to
Mom.
WNXL. Speaking of, I mean, not just moms, but in general,
But
like,
in general.
Talking
Wait,
to mom, shout out WNXL.
yeah, it was a terrible segue.
A
But
little
the
bit,
reality,
but it's okay.
the reality is that the WNXL is helping grow the sport of paintball in a way that, like, we have. Men have failed. You know,
Mhm.
I think that's a reality that, like, they're bringing in net new people, which is an incredibly difficult thing to do. So I commend them and everybody that's a part of it. Again, I'm a Dallas Vibe fan. Go Vibe, you guys rock. I hope you
Yeah, they
guys
suck.
kick ass this year. What? I hope they push this
Yeah,
kid
that-
off the fucking bed.
That's right, kid. That's
Get
right,
on
kid.
the show.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll hold you back, bro.
Yes, yeah, it says Mario, Luigi, and wannabe Keanu Reeves.
Dude, what are you talking about, man?
Oh, wait, wannabe Keanu Reeves? That one actually isn't right. Keanu Reeves has never had a
which
mullet,
one?
so Ryder, you're wrong.
Which one's the wannabe
That'd be
Keanu
someone
Reeves? Is
else,
that
but
me?
I'm not
Is that
gonna
you,
say
Ryan?
it.
I think he's talking about Brandon on that one.
Oh, okay,
I think
gotcha.
so. You look like Keanu Reeves though. That's kind of lit.
Whoa.
What a compliment.
Whoa.
He said,
What a compliment.
chosen one.
I'm the chosen one. All of a sudden, Brandon just starts like levitating. We're like, oh
Right.
shit, okay.
Brandon
Damn.
would be part of the Matrix for sure.
I mean, he's Iron Man blood. Have you heard that about Brandon?
I have not.
Dylan. So
No, what?
Brandon is a direct
story.
descendant from the creator of the original team Iron Man.
You got the shield on your back, bro?
Yeah,
it's,
he
it-
does.
No,
it's in his blood.
This predates this shield. This was back when it was the patch, the original patch.
Oh, I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
So
It-
question.
it-
Pull the sword of Gibraltar out or whatever the fuck it's
Damn. The sword of Gibraltar.
No, it's like
The rocket
so.
Gibraltar.
Question, Brandon, actually for you, because speaking of
Mhm.
this era, so I watched it was a really cool video, but it was an NPPL event. It was Commander's Cup from 2005, I want to say 2004, 2005. But what was interesting, there was two teams playing each other. There was the Iron Men, and then there was the Men.
The men.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know if you remember that. I was just trying to see if you had any info on that because I was like, wait, is this when like the whole name thing was going on? Because I know there was a bit of time when like there was contention.
It might have. When did Bob Long's Assassins come around? I don't know. I don't know the transition if it went from Bob Long's Iron Man straight to Bob Long's Assassins. Maybe it was the men. I don't know. I'm not 100%
Well,
sure.
so
with
it
that.
wasn't, but it wasn't a Bob Long team. It was like Billy
wasn't. Okay.
Wing. It was
Man.
like early day like dye sponsored guys. So like I was just kind of confused. I didn't know if it was like a throw together team or something, but
That was
figured
called
I'd ask.
Men,
It
or
was
the
called
Men?
the Men.
I mean, it
What a
has
great-
to be.
They
I
were
know,
a
like-
pro team.
Sounds like a
We don't know
manly-ass
what
team.
men we are, but we are men.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Yeah.
back in the day
That's what I
too, with NPPL events before I think 05, you could just enter as a pro team, like you didn't have to
Oh, he's
be
buying
one.
as
You
a pro team.
no,
Wait,
not
what?
even buy. You could go to the event and be like on your registration card, just select pro. Like,
Bro.
yeah. So I think at some point they capped out like, okay, these teams are pro teams. You know, like you have to earn a spot through D1. But yeah, for a while there, you could just show up and win an event and then get pro points and like be in series contention. Like it was kind of crazy,
What a different era of paintball.
dude. It was just so
Yeah.
different.
Can't,
Everything
can't
was
do
different.
that now. Now you gotta pay. How much is a pro spot?
Millions and millions.
It's like 50 grand plus like the branding cost, or I mean, I don't actually know this, but I'm assuming that is
Multiple zeros.
No, we're taking your word for it.
So
Yeah, dude,
50
this is
grand.
fact.
Okay, 50 grand
50
confirmed.
50 grand.
So an NXL spot costs 50 grand. You heard it here first.
Damn, dude, you should be able to sign an ID card saying you're pro. Wow, what an era change.
that is pretty cool, man. It is, and shout out to Mark Johnson for like really shaking up the pro division this
Dude,
year.
I love that
Mhm.
shit.
This guy's been
So
behind the
badass.
scenes giving to the paintball community in Texas for as long as I've been here. It's only 2 short years, but as far as I've heard, like he's been doing this for years behind
Yeah.
the scenes, helping
Yeah.
people. You know? So like, I really think it's important that we, we show them love this year, because if Diesel finds a way to be successful for an entire season in a way that Latin Saints couldn't, I think that's really huge for what like next
I would
year
agree.
and the future. Yeah.
That's a good comparison to the Latin Saints, right? Because they literally,
Yeah.
Latin Saints literally did what AC Diesel is doing now, right?
Right. And they were
now-
close.
Except with fake
And they
money.
were close.
Yeah.
Yeah, except they were
Latin
using
Saints
Monopoly
was,
money.
yeah, I was gonna say it was like it's strip club Monopoly dollar bills. It's not
Right, so
actually
now,
real.
Now it's backed up by a reliable source. So now
Yeah.
I'm very excited to see what's gonna happen.
Hard
right?
hardworking man with like a very well established business that, for all accounts, looks like it's growing and growing. So like,
Good for him.
he,
That's awesome.
I think he could do this for as long as he needed to, or as long as his heart desires to.
Well, it
you know,
was,
so
when he came
buy his
on,
merch, man.
he talked on the Play the Game pod, or yeah, Play the Game. They had him on, and one of the things he was saying that was funny to me is like he asked his wife, and his wife was like, well, we can't take it with us, so might as well use it. And to
True.
Mark, that was like, all right, now I can buy a
Let's
paintball
go.
team. And I was like, respect, man.
He said, "Give me J-Rap, give me Mouse."
Give me Dalton. Wait,
what a
just kidding.
whirlwind. Yeah, right.
Yeah. He said, "Almost got it."
Almost got
the good old meme. You almost had there. Love that one.
Yeah,
But,
Paintball
yeah.
Troll was on fire for a while during
Dude,
that.
he had so
That
much
was
just
good.
ammo. Like,
Is it a he? Is it a he?
I guess
I
I
don't know,
assumed
Hatch.
there.
Is
I feel like it is, but that is true. I guess I don't know. So
I hope it's not. That'd be sick.
that would be hilarious. It's just like,
He's so cool.
it's actually just Lawrence Salinas or something. Like this whole
Oh,
time.
he's
Like,
I like
that would
Lauren.
be hilarious.
He was funny, so that would make sense.
Imagine it's like Tom Cole's wife.
Dude, that would be the greatest.
Could you imagine?
That would be the twist of all twists.
Never before seen, dude. Do you know how many Tom Cole memes there are? Bro, that would be the ultimate joke.
Dude, that's an M. Night Shyamalan worthy twist there, bro. Like,
I would
It really
agree.
is.
He's like opens up her phone, checks her Instagram, second account,
pro
pumps
paintball
up
troll.
the paintball troll. It's like it's just all of these drafts of just him getting roasted. Could you just imagine?
Oh god.
Dude,
Dude,
what
that'd be
a
amazing.
plot
Speaking
twist.
of Tommy footage, did you guys see that story post I had yesterday? I mean, if
Yeah, of him
you listen to the
playing?
podcast, you probably won't see this, but yeah, back in 2004 when he was doing an interview, and I love how
Exactly
it
the
ends.
same.
He looks exactly the same, but I love how it ends with, "I don't like talking." Well, that's all you do now, Tom. So I think you
now he's a
turned
talker.
the tide on that.
Yeah. And he's real good at it too. The guy can, he can shoot the shit with everyone. I watched him walk a room or walk a field, walk the room.
Walk
on
a
the
field, walk the room. Yeah.
And he really, dude, he's talking to everyone, man. Like
I
when the
agree.
Lucky 15s were, when they won their first match at World Cup, like who was there in the pits to congratulate him? It was Tom Cole. You know, like he's got his ears and eyes open. It's cool. I really respect the guy. I hope that. Well, I don't know. I admire him for how much shit he can handle, because damn well he's seeing these
Dude, he gets
memes.
so much. Dude, I can't even imagine
They're
his
so
DMs.
funny.
I can't even imagine. But I'll even see him on like the divisional field. He's like, "Hey, how you guys doing? You guys have a good
Right.
game? Go, congratulations on that win, right?" And
Yep.
I'm like, man, it's like he's legitimately around. I like that a
He's
lot.
doing-
If I'm being
But
honest.
yeah, and that's what I said last week. That's always kind of my stance on Tom is like I may not fully always agree with all of his ideas, but I do think he has good intentions and wants to work hard and try to get this sport to a better place than what it is today. So I can't hate on that too much. Another old footage story post I found
Howe.
was today was Shane Howe, Shane the Chain.
Looks exactly the
I
same.
swear to
Same
God,
time
he is
travel.
not aged. Like.
Chain got the same
He
chain.
found the fountain of youth.
For sure, man. Like when you're watching that interview, that's legit. I saw him on Sunday. That was legitimately
Yeah,
what
we
he
did
looked
see him
like.
on Sunday.
Like,
He was wearing a
I saw
diesel
him-
windbreaker, but
yeah, that was weird. Yeah, he was in black and yellow,
I
not
saw
black and
Shane-
purple.
I saw Shane Howe, Mark Johnson, and I think his name is Shane Podesta. They
Mhm.
played a 3-man at Paintball
Yup,
Fit.
I've heard
and
about
they
this.
lost. They only lost 1 point all day.
Well, dude, that's such a that's so that team. I think it was Ryan
it's like over
Podesta he was
100 years
playing
of
with.
experience.
yeah,
okay.
I really.
It was Ryan Podesta, but that clip that I showed, Ryan Podesta is literally standing right next to him. Like it's like those are the guys like him. I know Shane and Mark they've been good friends for a long time, so I'm guessing they played together at some time back in the day. But yeah, no, it is funny to see these old three wise men who are like still getting it done.
And Podesta was out there too on Sunday.
Dude,
Yeah,
Podesta
in the
was
snake.
shit talking some kids.
Dude,
It
shout
was
out to his son Nico,
hilarious.
dude. The young
Holy
prodigy, dude.
shit.
Shout out to his son Nico.
Is it Son of
Oh.
Beast?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Real-
Yeah.
He's you've probably seen the clip where he's like running. It's like World Cup, I think 2021, and he like sticks his gun over and he's like sticking his whole gun
In the
and
Snake
blasts the other
50?
kid. in the Snake
Yeah.
50s.
Isn't it crazy how we all know what you're talking about?
Yeah, like we all
Dude,
three
what
of
a-
us have seen that.
What a
Yeah.
what a
That's made
niche
or added.
environment, you know? That it's like, you know, how cool would it be one day where it's like, I can Google Shane Howe's paintball career, and it would just show me, right? I feel like it's so niche where we couldn't really have that now. I mean, you know what?
No.
Fuck it, I'm gonna Google it now.
Yeah, Google it.
I
See
don't
what comes up. Like,
Here we go. Here we go.
it's a 5-second long answer to this question.
Ask ChatGPT real quick.
Yo, Chat
ChatGPT.
GPT. Who is Ryan Greenspan? Just like have it go off. Like I want to see if it knows him. That'd be cool.
Used to be on MTV Next.
Used to be on MTV Next. That's the only thing
The
it knows
star.
about him.
The star of MTV Next.
The fact Greenspan was on that's fucking hilarious. I need to find that
like
clip, dude.
all super old, like
Bro,
information.
his earring that he had in he was blinging. That
Oh,
was nice.
it was peak. I don't know. There's this like I can picture it in
Yeah,
my
puka
head,
shell.
but there's this photo of all of Dynasty in like torn up jeans, puka shell necklaces. Like half of them have frosted tips, and it's the most like 02 photo ever. It's hilarious.
That's amazing.
Or the necklaces are off voice. They're just trying to be like a, you know, hype beast, like more like a broke Pumbaa. If you just like get your
I don't know what
necklaces off
fuck he
voice.
just said.
Yeah, no, for sure, man, for sure. You know,
Nice.
yes, and yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we get our chains at. No, I don't know. We don't have a chain
Get our
sponsor.
chains at Shane.com.
We get our chains at chainthechain.com.
Mhm. Oh, you
Dude,
can actually
that's
start jeweler.
that's
a
the
good
company
jeweler
that
brand
Shane
right
needs
there.
to make.
Change.
Shainschains.com.
That'd
Bro.
be a fire pawn shop, bro. That'd be a
Shane's
fire
Chains.
looking pawn shop.
Have you guys
Yeah.
ever seen the billboards that say "I hate Steven Singer"? They're in like every major city. No.
I
Okay.
don't know. Okay,
And-
maybe we're too
Luckily,
small.
I don't
says
live
I
in a
hate-
major city. Yeah, luckily I don't live in a major city, so.
Yeah. Well, fuck that guy, right? But if you go to it, if you like type in like "I hate Steven Singer," like what is this billboard about? He sells jewelry.
There it is. I hate Steven Singer.
That's pretty funny. So the ad campaign he ran is just like a fake hate campaign. Dude, that tells you everything you need to know about like our
Damn.
generation.
That's
Yep,
some nice deals
you're
going
right.
on here, dude. I'm looking at their stuff right now. Some wedding bands.
Yo, you gonna get wedding band? Why are you in the market
I
for a
see.
wedding band, Hatch?
I'm not. Okay, now I scroll down a little bit. Now we got the Get Naked Diamond Studs. Hey, yo.
Yo,
this
These are
guy.
awesome, dude.
I hate this piece of shit.
Hey,
your laptop
yo.
or
Bro, you got a great voice.
Dude, we are looking good. Dude, a set of earrings for $2,388.03. What a deal.
yo,
Never
the
be me.
3 cents. That's the
The
99
3
cent
cents,
discount.
That's the goddamn deal.
That's why we hate him.
Dude, use
That's
code
what, yeah,
Sidelines for
dude.
0%
Steve's out here making all these cuts.
off. Mhm.
There's no
I don't
margin.
know.
There's no commission, bro.
Hey, dude, I guess shout out to Steve Singer for some reason. Hell yeah.
Yo, no free ads. No, fuck that. No, fuck Steve Singer. You know he
Hey,
didn't pay for
that's
this.
That's
Power
what I'm
editing.
saying.
Shout out to all bulletin boards. Like it doesn't matter what you're advertising, just shout out to all bulletin boards.
Bulletin board.
Yeah, that's a
I
good one.
can't-
Bulletin boards are pretty cool.
Yes, they help us change the world.
I agree.
Yep,
You're
one,
here.
one
I
bulletin board at a
concur.
time.
One bullet. That's what I've always said.
God, this is really a test of my improv to deal with writers just out of nowhere left-hand comments. Like
My bad. This one's Rocky.
Rocky, sorry, not Ryder. Okay, my bad. I think you said Ryder earlier. I got
That's
confused,
fine.
but sorry, Rocky. I misnamed you there. But
I
dude,
really wanted to throw you a curveball. I'm like, well, what can I do? I've been on this podcast already. Like, maybe I should just bring my.
let's bring a child on.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I need to get Discord.
Yeah, get lit.
Yeah,
Discord's
no,
like
Discord's a great
best way to
platform.
communicate now, dude.
Ryan Greenspan isn't on it, so you know that. Dude, I don't know why I've been saying his name so many times tonight, but there's just so many
Just a big
jokes
fan,
that
bro.
come up that he just, he's a boomer, and it's easy to make fun of him. So I'm gonna keep doing it.
He's one of your favorite.
That was a
football
really
players, bro.
entertaining episode of the Spick and Span show, by the way, though. The one you just quoted.
The one with Baird and stuff like that.
Like, what the fuck am I
Yeah.
watching?
Dude, I remember.
I've
this
never
one,
seen-
It was a train wreck.
That dude was like on some like. Oh shit.
That
Yes.
guy was sitting in that
Yes.
Yeah, that guy was like sitting in the passenger seat of like his G63 AMG, bro. Chilling.
He's like, that's.
He's like, hold on, I gotta make a call real quick. He's like, be
Hey,
quiet,
but
I
I
gotta make a
do-
call.
It is crazy how success. I mean, it's not crazy. I'm sure he is an intelligent man. You know,
Yes.
like a lot of people do like him, but it is crazy how successful Jackson has been. Like, I've never seen a company have so many influential influencers in my whole life.
Wait,
Yeah.
Like, they have
Jackson.
I think a lot
every
of that,
athlete.
and I think that is Bear's strength. You know, when it comes to
Yeah.
the world of like influencer marketing and like
Real
that
good at
social
talking.
media type stuff, like, yeah, that's that's what that man does. So like, you can't fault him there for that. So it makes sense that, hey, with Jackson, he kind of just let's use that to our advantage and kind of go that route.
Isn't he the owner
Right.
of Hollywood Sports Park? Isn't that his field?
His father owns
Yeah.
it, I
His
think,
father.
And
technically
Giant
still.
Party Sports.
I mean,
but
he
go
works.
play paintball at Paintball Fit.
Yeah, just play at Paintball Fit. But
Okay.
yeah, no, that's
Nice. Okay, that's good. That's a good one.
I don't know what to say. It's fair.
No, you're good, dude. I've been there. I played that last year for the minor, the Dallas minor. That was where it was the Hollywood Sports Park.
How'd you like it? Have you ever played a Paintball Pit?
No, he
I actually
hasn't,
have not played
and
a
that's
paintball
and
fit,
that's
and
why
I'm
I'm
really
like
trying to go
that's
to Mech Expo,
that's why
dude.
I'm trying to tell you to shut up right now, Hash, because you're talking about
Yeah.
an inferior field, and there was a lot
I'm
of shit
speaking
that
my
went on
mind.
between the two fields, so that's why it's like, I just like Paintball
Oh.
Fit. That's the one I
For
like,
sure.
and
No, I was just curious. Like, play wherever you want to play paintball. Like, just play paintball. But
that's a good.
As
point.
long
I
as
was
it's
curious,
Paintball
like,
Fit.
What?
As long as
Yeah. And if it ain't, bro, go fuck yourself.
If it-
No, but what was your experience at Giant Party Sports for that minor event? I've heard like some really mixed results.
It was cool. Turf wasn't bad. I would say like the walkways. Keep in mind there's an NXL event going on, right? There were still like the field was still open to like the rentals and everything like that, right? So people are like trying to get like their gear and stuff through these areas, and there's like this crowd, like this huge like ball of like rentals, right? And it's like there's an NXL event going on. People can't even get to like their like get to their spot, right? And that was like a one thing I would say, but I would say to a new paintball player, it definitely looked very pleasing, right?
Like legit. Okay, cool.
It looks legit, right? There's this huge standing area where you can stand like on a second story, watch all the speedball fields, right? Sick, right?
we had that at
there was some
Capital
rec
Edge,
ball
and it
fields
blew
'cause-
down.
Yeah, there's but these
Cat
are like
level.
but
They
these
use
are
the
not like
containers.
towers. Yep, they use the containers.
Mhm.
Yep.
And,
Like Connex boxes and stuff.
They also had at least it looked like some good rec ball fields, right? You know, like some scenario stuff like that, right? Because you know, if I am correct, PB Fit is only speedball, right?
So
Absolutely. Yeah.
PB Fit
I
is
like that.
so but
Yeah.
here's the thing. PB Fit is, but there is another park that is literally 30 feet from PB Fit, maybe, that has other types of paintball at it. I don't.
it's
Can you
called
explain
Mad
how that
Dog.
works? Because when I
No.
first went there, I
I
was
didn't
so
know that.
confused.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I think that's a huge misconception.
I actually don't. I don't claim to know how that works. I assume that they just have like some kind of land deal together, where they,
Yeah, like they share rent and
lease.
stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah,
But I'm
no,
not sure. They
legitimately,
could-
there are multiple. There's two fields right next to each other
Yeah.
on that land at
Like some hay
Waxahachie.
bales.
Yeah, so you could get that same experience. They actually have Michael Jordan's old private jet there as like a plane bunker on one of the rec ball fields. It's pretty
That's
cool.
fire. That's fire.
Yeah.
Does it
I
have a
like that.
signature?
It does, dude. And it,
That's cool.
That's
it's also got a pair of fours in it.
You know, I like to say
Just sitting in there.
I like to say at the Capitol Edge we have the Walter White meth van, but no, we do not. It just looks like it.
Yo, Cap
Oh
Edge
yeah,
is,
the trailer, the RV trailer one. Yeah. What was
that
that?
was a
Dylan?
unique. That was a unique place.
Oh, forgot.
Cap Edge.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
That was where my other minor was at.
Yeah.
in Sac.
Yeah. Yeah. Choose your words wisely here.
Yeah, no, you guys are all.
This is
your
the
home
field we go to every weekend.
I love Capitol Edge, brother.
There are. I love
Capital Edge.
Capital Edge. It's
Shout out to
great.
Capitol Edge.
Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Dave.
I love you, Karen.
Yeah, I'm sure there's great people at every paintball park. You know,
Exactly.
it's just you go to different places in the country and you see what different facilities have to offer, and they're
Every
all
single
different.
one of them's different.
Mhm.
Very
Every
different.
single one of them's so
Yeah.
different.
No, that's it. Yeah. Well,
Like
Yeah.
my local field is like Capitol Edge compared to my like when I first started playing paintball, my home field, dude, it's like a goddamn paintball player's paradise compared to where I grew up,
Okay.
right?
Oh,
And
same.
Right.
Like compared to shooters, the first park I went to, oh my god, dude, we had like 2 little woods fields, and that was it. And like I think there was one small like hyperball setup that was like kind of in like a X-ball type format. But
dude, we had like speedball.
are you
bunkers
talking about
that
shooters,
were,
right,
like,
Brandon?
Yeah. Oh, I've
Have
been
you
there.
played
Yeah,
there? Okay.
I have. Yeah, I like the woods
When
there.
was that? Like,
Oh, this is, yeah. Every now and then the Ironman will have a practice there, just because it's good wood. It reminds us of
it's good wood.
Chicago.
No,
yeah,
for
it
sure.
reminds
It's-
us
yeah.
of Chicago woods.
good wood.
Mhm.
Okay, that's actually that's hella funny to hear. Yeah.
Valid argument. Valid.
I got a question. I'm sorry.
Never heard of someone going to the field for some good wood, dude.
Hey,
I do it as much as I can.
exactly.
No, and like I mean, I guess to give more credence to what Brandon was saying about the woods quality there, I used to be able to play games there after I ran out of paint with just my barrel as like a 12, 13, 14-year-old kid, because the woods were so dense that you could 100% like sneak up on people and like make shit happen even if you just had a barrel.
Hell yeah.
Just bayoneting people.
Yeah, so like the rules were is like, look, if I can get to you and tap you with my barrel, you're out. Like,
How many times?
I've
did you
never
get blasted,
surrendered.
though?
No.
I mean, a couple times. I don't remember like insanely, and that was also, I mean, mostly rec players. Like shooters is not a competitive field, so yeah, you won't have guys who are like just
The
throwing
headphones
paint
fly
at you.
off. I
But,
like that one.
Yeah, no, I didn't know my headset would fly off that easy. So that
I like
was
that one.
that was a
You
good
got into
clip.
it. Dude, I like that one. But the thing is, for me, I've never really played on like a woods ball field like that. We had like some double stacks, some water containers, right? Some hay bales, right? We had like that a speedball field that wasn't really a speedball field, like that. A couple of Doritos, had like a thing that looked like a dick, right? Big triangle, right? Stuff like that, right? We did like, and then they got the first speedball field ever, and I remember that one was like insane when they actually got a real PSP field. That like definitely changed paintball around where I was.
Well, yeah, I mean, Clovis is it's a pretty rural town, right? Like
It's definitely getting some serious development now, without a freaking doubt. And it's actually like what once were like huge long fields of nothingness are now huge buildings, right?
Mhm.
And so it's definitely crazy. It
makes
takes me
sense.
for a
Is like
trip.
the Bay Area is starting to kind of expand out more and more and more. Yeah. Okay.
Oh
well,
man, my small town's not getting so small anymore.
it's not getting so small.
You know what I mean? My small town ain't remaining small, if you will.
I got you. I got you, cowpoke.
Hey, let me tell you. So the thing about being from Clovis is everybody just assumes I'm a fucking redneck, right? The mullet is very deceiving, right?
Well,
It's
I mean,
literally
you're
we're known for the rodeo.
from the farm or the country where farms would be. You have a mullet that looks like you're straight from fucking 98. You have a stash that looks like you're from 74. So, yeah, like what?
Can I say, man?
What do you
What can I
think
say?
people are gonna think, buddy?
It's funny because it's like I definitely can inherit my Clovisness because I whenever it comes like greetings, I go howdy, right? It's like
Howdy.
default.
Howdy, partner.
Howdy, ma'am.
Exactly. Howdy, partner.
Why don't you a sweet can of peaches? How can I
Yeah,
how can I make
Well,
your
you are-
night better?
can of peaches works for sure.
Can of
Confirmed.
beans. Can of
Can of
peaches.
beans also works for sure.
That's
Both-
not southern accent y'all have.
Well, thank you, partner.
Well, thank you. I mean,
No problem there, mate.
You know, they don't call me
mate.
Bill
Yeah,
Bum-
I
Bill
don't
Bowman for
think
nothing.
mate is a
I-
big southern
that's
one. You
not
got to work on
southern,
that one.
but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't
Okay.
That's it's southern.
That's
but
Australian and
It's
South
southern
Wales, bro. South
British.
Wales, right? New South Wales,
Whatever.
You
Australia.
guys dig into them.
Nor, mate. Nor, mate.
Get them ready for a paintball field because
This is
fields are
paintball.
crazy.
Yeah.
Baking.
Old men will roast kids at a paintball field, and I love that because I think it does make people tough. And he
Do you-
can obviously-
Without a
By
doubt.
old men, do you just mean rich or like?
No, Rich is actually, dude. Are you talking about Rich Telford?
Yes. Yeah.
He's like a sweetheart, bro.
He really
just
is.
can't
I was
imagine-
joking. Like, but dude, some of his commentary moments, it's hella funny. Like he will be ruthless to people on the
I
pro
agree.
field. It's so
Savage.
funny.
He's like, man, what's this guy doing? This
I
guy
like-
is sucking right now, and I'm like, God damn, on the on
Yeah.
the webcast.
Imagine him being your coach. He'd be
Didn't
telling
you
you the
coach
truth,
NYX?
bro. You're out there
Yeah, he did.
underperforming.
I wonder how that was. I really wish we didn't get to see much pit footage from NYX except for your footage this past year, Ryan.
Yeah. I mean, during his Rich was never in the pits with MYX. He was always in the tower doing the Ghost Board stuff.
Gotcha.
Most of
Well, towards
his
the end of this-
feedback.
Oh, he started to walk down there a couple times. Okay.
Yeah.
But I know at least a lot of his stuff that he was doing was, like game watching, like field breakdown, scouting, trying to help with like that stuff. And then also I know he was there at like their practices and stuff and, like doing stuff like that. So he wasn't necessarily calling games, but yeah, he was a coach for them.
Assistant
He was
coach, definitely helping.
Yeah, for sure. That could be a good.
They had one other coach who called a lot of plays. He had black hair, always had a clipboard. He's a smart dude. I liked listening to him.
Yeah, no, I
clipboard.
don't know if I ever caught his name, unfortunately, but I do know, like, I can picture who you're talking about. Yeah, we have to ask like George who that is or something.
Who's your guys' favorite pro paintball team?
Oh,
DMG. Wait, shit.
Hey,
Really?
bro. Hey,
Ow.
No, I'm joking.
The thing is, it's so funny is I love making those jokes, but I get roasted for making those jokes.
So you had to roast me? Okay.
So the thing is, Ryan, I know who yours is for sure.
Who's mine?
It just has to be Dynasty, bro.
I love how you say it has to be Dynasty. It's actually not.
Who is your favorite pro team?
So there's multiple different answers because it depends on like when.
The day.
Not the day. If you ask me like before I started filming all this stuff, like as I was like a high school kid coming up, it was Impact. And then you meet them and you're like, well, maybe I'll I don't know. It's not even like I don't really even have a favorite pro team. I have guys I like watching, but at this point it's kind of like
for me, one guy will make a pro team for me.
You guys are all
one
cool.
guy can make like a pro team.
Yeah.
I have a favorite pro team.
Who's your favorite?
Can y'all guess? Just
Take one guess.
Houston?
no.
Is it the Green Bay Goblins?
No.
Okay, I'm just
Tell me.
curious.
It's the Russian. It's the Legion.
Russian Legion?
Oh, Legion?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I
like
respect
those guys.
that.
Shout out to Callers Left, dude. I like that
I
guy
like
a
that.
lot.
Yo, shout out to Harris, the newest member of the Legion.
The guy who
Yeah,
left
that's-
the Russians and went to
Revo.
Revo.
Number 75.
Yes.
Dude's beast.
Was it 75?
No.
Karshev
no.
or
Karslov?
what was it? Who was it? Who was it?
No, I think you're right. It's just not the number.
Oh, okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah.
It was Karslov. I'm pretty
Okay, so
sure.
funny story about that guy. World
may be
Cup,
wrong.
the one I think it was 2020 World Cup. We are in the pits, like Impact's getting ready to play the finals, right? Or they just lost in the semis, I'm pretty sure. Right? And Russians are getting ready to play in the finals. And we are shooting the shit with them, right? Bullshitting. And my teammate Joe Siciliani is talking to them about smelling salts, right? And they have no idea what we're talking about, right? And so we crack one, put it in a pot, and we're like passing it around, right? Everybody's like, oh, gets to the Russian guy. He smells it. He's like, there's nothing. We're like, all right, buddy. So we grab one, fresh crack it under his nose, and he's like freaking out because we got him a fresh one right under his
Yeah, like
nostrils.
right as it's like, yeah.
And then they go out and then they get second, and I'm like, fuck, I hope that wasn't my fault.
You're
Right.
single-handedly responsible.
This dude was just out of his mind off self-spelling salts.
Right? So I'm just like, holy shit, dude. I walked away real quick.
I walked away real quick. No, I thought at first the story was gonna be like, yeah, so then we cracked it, put it under his nose, didn't feel a thing. Like I thought that's where that was gonna go.
I would. Okay, the thing is, I was very scared when he didn't react from the one in the pod. So then I had to smell it. Then it was like, that's how I knew it was donezo.
Oh, okay. So it was starting to
Right.
die. Okay.
I was nervous at first. I was like, God damn, this is a fucking specimen of a man.
This is a real man.
He can
Tough
fucking take
motherfucker.
smelling salts with no reaction like that. The guy's a god.
Hell yeah. Also, Brandon, I'm pleased to tell you that your camera's back, buddy. You're no longer pixelated. You're a
Nice.
real boy again.
Aw.
So
Welcome
there you
Thank
back.
go.
God.
Thank
I'm
you.
back.
I'm glad I put a shirt on.
I'm glad. Wait, what?
Yeah.
You took it off? That's Patreon only content. You have to head over there for that. Which,
Hey,
speaking of Patreon only content, we had a great idea, I think, out
Oh,
at the
man.
field, and I think we need to
I'll
see
go
this
all
through,
out, bro.
boys.
I'll go
We
all
need to
out,
get
dude.
Dylan's opinion here.
I'll say Michelle is completely fine with that.
But I hate to say this, but I feel like Michelle is down with everything. Like,
Absolutely. But not only down, but like pushes me for it.
Okay, that
That's the
makes
way it
sense
should
though,
be,
because I
bro.
think
That's a
she
good-
wants.
that's a good
I think she just
fiancé.
wants it herself. Like, you know.
You about to make a calendar?
Exactly. So that was the idea, is a DMG, the semi-pro team, doing a calendar. We think that would be hilarious. So yeah, you know,
I'll buy
hey, give us some
I'm
comments
going
if you
full
guys want to
nude,
do
bro.
that. The only thing
I'll
that's
buy it.
annoying is I have to fucking photograph that then. So it's like,
That's fine.
goddamn,
That's
me
fine.
and Hatch we're gonna be bonding.
Yeah, we are gonna be on that next level. Let me tell you, I
Bro,
guarantee
Hatch.
we don't drop a conversation on the podcast. I guarantee it.
Hatch, you need to redo the Burt Reynolds photo where he's just like
Let me Google
laying down like this.
Oh, I think I know which one you're
I'm
talking
Googling it.
about.
I'm
Look it
Googling
up.
Yeah, look
It's
it
like
up.
Burt Reynolds laying down naked.
dude, what?
That's a funny photo. It's like an icon. I guess that's just whatever.
Oh wait, I think maybe.
He's
it
not
is.
actually.
Dude, my algorithm's gonna be weird. Oh,
My algorithm is
yeah,
gonna be
one
messed
exactly
up.
like
I know
that,
what you're
but
talking
instead of like my hand being there, it's like a
It would-
mask.
Yeah, like,
have it.
you know,
Or like the loader of the paintball gun. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
you got
right?
a Sonic
That's,
right there.
dude, that's it.
Yeah, dude.
Put a
Buy
pod on
HK.
it.
But you hear that? Buy HK.
By HK.
So I
Can
definitely
we
that's
please
not
fucking do this?
dude, I'm down. You don't even have to ask me.
We gotta get a studio time. Okay, we gotta make this happen. All right, I'm putting it down.
And the second
serious.
photos, one of you guys need to do the Michelangelo like pose where he has like the statue with the little wiener where he's like.
Oh, dude, we gotta get someone. We gotta get like Brando doing the one where it's like, what's that picture where she's like standing on like a shell in the ocean? She has like fucking like long ass hair and she's like this with like a seashell over her pussy or something.
What?
Yeah, I know what you're
You know what I'm
talking
talking about?
about.
You know what I'm talking about? Don't you know what I'm talking about? I don't even know who wrote. I don't even know what that painting is.
Fire.
How do
Fire.
I find
Exactly
that
what
one?
you're
I just gotta look up like famous naked paintings or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
So
like
yeah,
with
let's
Shell.
do this. No, but our thought was like, hey, if paintball pinups can get away with this, then why can't we? You know,
I know.
it's 2023. Damn it.
Let's get rid of it.
Let's
I have
get-
a question though.
Found it, dude. There's the second
Oh.
one.
Wait, what?
I found it. The picture. I googled famous naked
Oh.
paintings, and it's the second one.
Oh, I know what
Mhm.
you're talking about. Okay.
Standing on the shell, the seashell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Dude,
That would be
imagine.
hilarious.
Okay. Hold on.
Brando's mullet's like being blown back. 'Cause he's
Yeah, no, okay, hold on. Like the full version of this photo is like there's other people around, right? Usually it just shows like the girl, right? But now I guess in like the real painting there's like other people around. So imagine there's all of us there.
The whole team.
the whole team's in
Hey,
like
check the chat,
in
check the
full
chat.
uniform, everything, and Brandon's just in the middle, goggles covering up his dick.
Yeah, that'd be I
Bro.
think that would be fire.
Oh
Could you get a
god.
pair of assless? Can you get a pair of assless chaps and
Assless
like
chaps.
a Sportster and a Sportster Harley, and you could just kind of really just do it big.
Bro,
Dude, a
maybe
motorcycle?
Wait, maybe that's Hatch. Maybe that's your thing. You have assless chaps on. You got like the cowboy hat. Like
Oh,
Better idea.
better idea.
Hatch in a hatchback, naked.
Hatch in a
Oh, dude, what kind of hatchback we talking about? Honda Civic? What's
An
up?
old
Type
wooden
R?
one.
Oh
Like
yes,
the
like a
wooden-
station
Oh.
wagon kind of like.
That.
That'd be fire, dude. What's that? What are those? Are those like a Pontiac? Is that what those are?
I don't know.
I mean, a lot of
look up.
car companies made cars like that back in the day.
Old hatchbacks.
Old hatchbacks, but yeah. So
Hatchback.
that stay on the lookout for that. And if your girlfriend watches the show, tell her not to look at that, because you know.
I'll take her in
So-
a heartbeat, brother.
I
I mean, who said that? Brando, come on, bro. You got a fiance. Don't say that.
Oh.
Yeah. You guys, you think Hatch is joking with those words, but he's not.
Whoa,
So let's just
whoa.
keep
Really?
moving
Got it like that?
forward. And
Hey, man. Shout out to Patreon, dude, for that exclusive content, dude. Subscribe.
I may bleep this, Hatch, but shout out to
Bleep that. Bleep that. Bleep that. For
Dude,
sure.
no. But keep it when he
God.
says bleep that. He says, believe that.
Is that the dude? Low key, is that the, dude? Imagine, is that the real bro? Could you imagine?
That would be amazing.
For sure, we got
Writing that down. Okay, I got
the
you, bro.
power of editing,
I'll
baby.
bleep
The
that.
power of editing.
I knew that would be a bad one, but
The thing is, in a good, it's a good in a certain way, depending on the way you look at it.
that is true.
Right.
That is true. It backs up the statement I just made, right?
Yeah, it's like, dude, you think a fisherman wants to catch a single fucking fish? Are you serious?
Hey, give a man
You know
a
what I'm saying?
fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man how to fish. He'll
Dude,
eat
I-
forever.
Hey, bro, I don't even got a dad, bro. I don't even know how to
Even
fish.
got a
But, you know, your boy
dad.
somehow
Oh my
learned.
god, we're going back to that
I
joke.
somehow learned. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we're getting there.
W Riz. I feel like we're giving away too many context clues now. So even if it's bleeped, we gotta get away from it.
Oh,
That's
great. Get me out of here, Ryan. Get me out of here. Transition.
Hey, you save your own shit, Patch.
Okay, let me just say. Okay, practice this weekend, bro. Frustrating.
It was
as fuck,
fire.
Not
It
even
was-
gonna lie, bro. It was great. Great practice.
Yeah.
Got some good experience. but
Tell me
goddamn,
how
it was
mad
a-
you got at Logan.
bro. Come on, man. I needed you. I needed you, Logan. I needed you. I'm at dude. What?
Let it go. Let it
Rufino?
off your chest.
Is
It's
that
okay.
it? Is that his stuff? Rufino?
Rufino. Yeah, I don't know why you guys can't
Shout
pronounce his name.
Shout out to Rufino, dude, because Micah gets it wrong, and so it makes me get it wrong. Shout out to Rufino. He was out there filming some practice. I'm excited to see what some of that footage looks like, or some of those photos, whatever. There was some footage of me up in the other people's shit, and I look back, and he is still sitting in the back, right? But the thing is, and I feel bad because now I'm at the point where I gotta vent about it, right? I feel bad because it legitimately sometimes sounds like I'm bagging on him a lot. Ryan, you even said this we were talking about this the other night, right? There are times where like I critique, and I probably over critique, right? Because it's out of love, and it's like maybe because he's the young fetus, my son, you know, it's like that extra instinct where it's like, okay, I know his mistakes in my mind stick out a little bit more, and it's like obviously I know he has so much potential.
Oh, and I'll say this on the show 100%. You're harder on Logan than you are on anyone else on your team.
I would say I'm hardest on Cedar.
No, I disagree. I think you're
you don't think
hardest on
so?
Logan. I
Okay.
don't know, maybe you don't see it, but and that's why when we were talking about the other night, I'm like, I know it comes from a place of love, because like I've seen you two, like he's your kid. He's legitimately your
boy,
son.
bro.
We don't
That's
just
my
say
boy.
that. So like I know where it comes from, but dude, during that practice there was a couple times I was like, this is like the seventh point in a row Hatch has yelled at Logan. Like I can tell he's getting pissed off.
After the first time, Cedar goes, "Yo, chill," and I'm like, "You got it, Papa," right? And then happens again and again and again, and I'm like, "Cedar, can we talk real quick?" I go, "I'm gonna stop being Mr. Motherfucking Nice Guy, bro. Come on, help me out here."
Let me go, Cedar.
I was like, "Papa, let me go," right? And
That was literally
Indiana.
that was literally mom and dad fighting. Like
Literally, dude.
Cedar was like, "Hey, calm down, honey. It's okay. He
So
didn't
let
mean
me
it."
smack him
And
once.
Hatch
Let me
is
smack
like,
him once.
"No, I gotta teach him."
Right, but the thing is, Logan is getting so good, right? The kid is dude. He is naturally athletic.
The kid
Right.
has Alex Goldman showing up to his games.
Exactly. That's how good this kid is, right? And, you know, I wish my team would critique me really hard like that. If I'm being
Yeah.
completely honest.
You're not.
Absolutely. It
Well,
sounds
because
like what
you're not fucking up. Like
Yeah.
like
But,
I
I
don't
mean,
want to like
make-
build your ego super, because
I-
there's
I
probably
know.
small things you could
I
do
make
better.
mistakes. Exactly.
Yeah,
Right? I make
but
plenty of mistakes.
At the
I'm
same
not perfect
time,
in any
this
way.
past weekend, like you were doing your job. You were up in their shit. You were fucking with people, and as a Dorito one, that's what you want. So yeah, I mean,
And when you make mistakes, when you are critiqued or someone is able to point it out, hey, you should have done this and that, like you fix it right then and there. Like next point, it's fixed.
yeah.
I
You know.
try to. And let me just say, Brando, I love you, bro. Dude, shout out to Brando, dude. Best player on the fucking team. On the record. He is, dude. Brando, there's a reason why he's got Iron Man in his blood.
That's
He
cool,
is
man.
has naturally gifted talent.
He just has ascended game timing, bro.
Dude, you should see
That's
him on
amazing.
Valorant, bro.
I was gonna
You kidding
say,
me, dude. Goddamn,
look,
kid's got God timing.
He may be bronze in Valorant, but that's okay.
Maybe
He's
iron.
radiant when it comes to paintball, motherfucker.
I would agree, dude. I've seen him, no joke, where I ain't gonna reveal his one-on-one strategy, but I've seen his one-on-one strategy. Good luck. Let me just say, good luck.
Good luck. Hard cut to like Brandon 1v1ing like fit blast camp like one of those during the season and like just getting blown up multiple times. God, that would be miserable. I hope we didn't just put that juju on you.
God
but...
damn. I'm okay.
Okay.
He's good.
I remember the first time I watched Brandon play, it was a D4 Seaple, and I was watching Brandon play, and I was like, this motherfucker's not D4. Like,
look at him running down the field and getting a 5-pack, like,
yeah,
with his eyes
dude,
closed.
that West Coast Sharks team, that was like, you guys were all sandbagging.
Dude, that was D5.
That was D5.
That was
Yo.
D5.
Hey, yo. Chill, Brandon.
We had fun.
We had fun. Yeah, and you ruined other kids' days.
Hey, if I could turn, hold
One of
on.
them was
Listen. Logan, this is all.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Logan.
Thank you.
Let's go. Shout out to Logan, dude. Shout out to Logan
Shout
for
out
those
to everyone.
second places.
God damn.
Brandon just said, shout out to all the losers.
Hey.
Look, bro, being a podium player in paintball is one of the most difficult things. I don't know the exact math, but I'm sure if you went through APPA, you could find that, like, I don't know, less than 10% of people have ever have ever won a fucking paintball tournament.
So
like,
yeah,
dude, that's really cool.
Yeah, I was talking to my old teammate, who's kind of part of our practice squad, Danny McClendon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's in the Balls video. Shout out to Balls.
Again.
Oh damn it! I just lost my train of thought. Shit.
You were talking to Danny.
Danny.
Danny McClinton.
Shit.
Danny.
Dude.
Old teammate. We were talking about podiums winning.
Boom. Thank you, Brando. Okay. So he was like, Hatch, you may not believe this. I have never won a tournament, right? And I'm just thinking of the people who have like.
And for Danny's one of the guys who played
Danny's
in 04 or
Danny's
04,
good.
05, 06. Like, he's been here for a long time. It's not like he's played 2 seasons and is like, oh, I've never won. Like, no, it's, yeah.
It's like the percentage of winning is like the top 1% of people win.
And like, I hate to say this because anytime I build up Hatch's ego, it makes me feel shitty. But winning World Cup in any division is a statement.
Cool.
It's not easy to do. Like, everyone wants to win that tournament more than any other tournament that exists. So, you know,
the aura is just different in the air. The scent coming through my nostrils is different.
So yeah,
right?
I mean,
the grass on the ground is different.
And just to finish my thought, like, yeah, winning it obviously as pro is going to be the most exciting, the most insane, like the most prize money. But even, Hatch and those guys winning D3, it's still very like it's an equal
Nearly
sort of
impossible.
achievement. Like, and it's almost harder in those divisions because instead of just 20 teams, you're fighting against, I don't know, 200, yeah, 80 or 40 or, however many just registered for that event.
Yeah.
And paintball's crazy because tournament style seasons are so nuts because I don't think like a football fan really recognizes the fact that like when a Hatch does win World Cup, he's playing an entire season's worth of football in 3 fucking days.
Yep.
That's how difficult this sport is. Like to really podium, like or to get 2nd or 3rd place, Rock, like it is nearly impossible. Like the best players in the world maybe win like, I don't know, 20,
It's like a
20%.
toss-up.
Yeah, it's a toss-up.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're one of those dynasty guys who's been doing it since they were 12, then okay. But they're like the one outlier. Because like you look at them versus like Excessive back in the day when they were having that constant rivalry. Excessive only won like 2 or 3 of those matches. Like it wasn't very many times, but that was like, dude, that was everything to him. And it's like winning's not easy to do. And if you watch Dynasty and you think, oh, I'm just gonna go out, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, we can do that. No,
They make it look
no,
easy.
You can't do that. They're magicians.
They're just
I
that good.
don't get it.
They're just that good.
Yeah.
Right? They make it look like the average person can do it.
As far as I'm aware,
They have flow state.
paintball is the only sport where, and this is just my opinion, but paintball feels like the only sport where you can take 4th or 5th place in a tournament and be the best team there. Is that do you guys agree with
Yeah,
that?
I would agree
I-
because there are times where an upset would happen where it's like, man, that team definitely should have won.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not.
And I will say motorsports maybe will have similar type of moments like that, just because it's another one of those things where there's a lot of variables, you know, not like, let's just say soccer, you know, the only variables are the 12 dudes on the field for your team and the ball. So that's like 13. Okay, paintball. You have 5 dudes on your team that all have to work together. All 5 of those dudes have a hopper that may jam at any point in time. All 5 of those dudes have a gun that may go down at any point in time. All 5 of those dudes could potentially forget air at any point in time. Like, there's so many variables. Like, maybe one of those guys lets down his lane, which gets 2 of those guys killed. Like, there's so many different things. Even that, like, the paint may not be perfect. So it's, you know, it's just one of those things that it's like, to get all of those things perfect, it's impossibly hard. It kind of is. Yeah.
When you win,
a
it's
bit of luck, a miracle, you know.
It's like football.
That's harder, man.
Well, and there's a reason why we all call Dynasty like Dynasty Magic, because it's like that's what it is at times. It's insane amounts of luck that has just always gone their way somehow.
Yep.
They must have learned the trick to alchemy for sure.
They probably sacrificed some small children. So,
Dude.
Rocky, we'll get you in touch with them, Rocky. You know, maybe we can, yeah, you know. Hey,
Okay.
the Dragons got to win 4 in a row, you know. So,
Hey, shout out to Chris Odom. I don't know if anybody. I mean, I'm sure Paintball's familiar with Chris. He's an NFL player who plays Division 4 paintball, and that dude is so cool, man. Rocky's a Green Bay Packer fan.
Yeah.
Chris used to play for the Green Bay Packers, and I just FaceTimed Rocky when I was with him one time, and this guy went out of his way to make a kid's day that he didn't have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the person, man. Paintball is so cool, man.
Nah, Chris.
And that's another thing. This
Chris
is an NFL athlete. The USFL defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Who's the D4 paintball player? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Like, he definitely has the
so
athletics to be a higher, but like that goes to show you, okay, even if you're such a, you know, you can run a 4.5, you can, you know, you can jump this high, you can dive this far. Cool, but you still need to understand game sense, timing, you know, like plays, how to set shit up, like how to work with your back player. Like, there's a lot going on here.
It really is, man. I firmly believe that Hatch beat LeBron James in a one-on-one 100 times out of 101.
I would say, yeah. There's always that one, because that is the thing with paintball that's beautiful too. Is all you need is one ball, so it's like at any point in time, someone could upset someone. But the way the probabilities work, you know, over time,
he
beats LeBron 100% of the time.
The thing is, LeBron James, he's looking over the towers, bro. He's looking on top of them.
Well, Chris does too. Are we saying Chris versus LeBron? I think Chris.
How tall is Chris?
Chris is like
he's like
2'4". He's like
$1,000 on Chris.
He's like an inch or two taller than me. Because that's weird. Because like I'm kind of the same height as him, but then I look at him and I'm like, you are 2 of
That's
me.
A man.
Like,
that's a man.
Yes, sir,
that's literally my thought, Brandon. I don't know. There was this story we posted when I was at X-Ball where he just comes up and does this like shoulder pinch on me. Oh my god, dude! I was dead.
He's so strong.
It's insane.
You're gonna put.
It's the type of strength you get trying to get around other grown men to tackle another grown man. Like that strength isn't. It's different.
See, and I got the speed just to get away from that grown man.
You're never gonna catch Brandon. Brandon's gonna be running.
Your nimbleness is what gives you the advantage, Brando. Your nimbleness for sure. The light on your feet, you know.
And the baby oil I soak in. Yeah.
Wait. Huh?
Yeah. So
light on the feet, heavy on the trigger. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, that's good.
Gotta keep
that's my new motto now, bro.
Is that All right. Well, perfect. I don't know where else to go. Fuck! I just looked down at my sheet, and we've talked about everything I had down.
What happened to your dog, bro? Tell us that story.
Shit, that's a great point, because this is. Oh my god! Yeah, you reminded me. Thank you. So Brandon wasn't in the balls video. He was out there. He was at practice, but he had to leave early. And it was in a matter of seconds. So what happened, bro?
Drop of a fucking dime. Like, I'm on the field ready to go. Michelle's like, we gotta go. Dova's out. And all right. Fuck. So like we're making calls and no one's home. So let me back up actually.
The year was 2004. Is that too far back? Or?
These two, mom and dad, made We left at like 8 in the morning. Her and I, her parents left. So it was her, me, and her brother was sleeping. I checked on the dog. We left. Her brother woke up like a couple hours later, left for work. And I mean, we got to the Capital Edge, which is 40 minutes away from us.
God damn.
We were out there until 2:30 when we left, um, in a rush, and at 2 o'clock, I guess she got a text saying that both dogs were out, and
Who was a text from? How did they know?
and then her neighbor,
Gotcha. Damn.
yeah,
I already
neighbor
felt
across the
my
street.
neighbors.
Is that who she was on the phone with?
Yes, yeah,
Okay, because this is so my perspective on this. Michelle walks into the pit and like this is I think after she already grabbed you off the field, but you guys walk into the pit. She's on the phone speaking fast ass Spanish to this person, and I'm like, damn, okay, respect. Like noted. Michelle knows Spanish. Good to know.
oh yeah, man, dude, and yeah, they sent the text at like 2. This was 2:30. She like finally looks at her
Damn.
phone. She's gearing down. They're like, hey, the dogs are out. We're like, fuck. We're 40 minutes away. Let's hurry up and go. He's a big dog.
He's a big
He's
boy.
not vicious. It's a big boy. He's not vicious. He hasn't like bit or been aggressive towards anyone, but he doesn't like people. We think like as a puppy he was beat, and he's wary of
Little
people. He doesn't
scarring
let people
there.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah. We forced
Doesn't
him
trust
to.
average goober for sure.
Yeah, we forced him to for people to get close to him, and he'll bark and bark and bark and bark. He won't growl, or like try to bite or anything, but he's big and his bark is ferocious. He's scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just won't come near people. And we live 2 blocks away from a busy street, so we're like, "Fuck, all right, let's go." Like, we jump in the car. I have pack full and everything. Took a bunch
dude.
of paint home.
You didn't dress down at all. You literally threw your gat in your gear bag, closed it up, and then just ran to the car.
Yeah. We bolted, and on our way there, we're calling her parents. We're trying to like roving the neighborhood trying to find him. He wouldn't go up to them, but we just said keep eyes on him, make sure he's not going to the main road. That's it. We just need to know where he is. And come to find out, he was out since like 9 in the morning.
Damn, he had a field
Just
day.
yeah, fucking running around. And
What's your dog's name?
Dova.
Dova. Dova was exploring, man. He was seeing what's up.
Yeah, the neighbor got the small dog because
Like
she's
Dora.
friendly. She'll go up to people. But yeah, our dog was just roaming all day. We got home, and like on the drive home, Michelle's freaking out. She's
Oh,
stressing
yeah.
out.
I would be freaking out too.
So
Yeah.
Fedora.
And you got to keep
Yeah.
a safe face because if you freak out, then it's even worse.
Absolutely.
Yup. Unsaid
It-
code.
I'm just quiet and no, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Yup.
When internally I'm like, please don't hit. I just
You're
don't
like,
Yup.
wanna-
God, I love that dog. I do not
Oh
want to
my
lose
God,
that
it's
fucking
my
dog on the
fucker.
outside.
My stress
It's okay,
level-
Michelle. It's okay, baby.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everything's
Like,
gonna be
hey,
okay. Hey,
we know where he
we're gonna
is.
go get
That's-
him. We're good. God damn it! I swear to God, if I lose this dog, like
Yeah, my stress level gets so high, I can almost teleport, bro. It
Dude,
is so
dude.
high.
teleport. Just I'm stressed.
It's like, and then I'm there.
You just get beamed up.
Yeah.
Just
Star Trek style, or like from the Avengers. Bifrost.
yeah, you just.
Be fire.
Okay,
The
so you
dog's
guys.
good, though? The dog's okay.
So you're I was gonna say. So let's get to
we-
the dogs.
Yeah, no, we her mom said that she followed him over to a park down the street.
Since 9 a.m.
No, so the neighbor said he stayed in the vicinity of our house most of the day
That
until
is
people
lucky.
started to come up and try to get a hold of him, and then that's when he started to run.
He was probably like laying there, just like, so someone gonna let me in? Like,
Yeah, I mean, like,
wanna
yeah,
go
we take him,
inside?
dude. Yeah, we take him out for walks and everything, so he knows, like,
He kind of
you know,
had,
the-
he kind of knows, yeah, where home is,
Yeah.
and yeah, so
yeah, he
that's
knows.
funny.
Yeah, exactly. He knows the smells. And no, but we got to the park, and like we didn't have a leash. I just had some rope in my car, so we take off running, Crocs and everything, paintball
Yes.
pants, a DMG shirt. I'm just fucking, and And this isn't the best place. You know, it's Stockton. It's pretty ghetto. And like, lock the car. Hopefully, all right, motherfuckers, don't fucking break this shit. I got my shit in there.
My
I'm
eyes
running
on
down.
it, but I don't trust it.
Yeah. I'm running, and yeah, we finally get him. And it was like, once he realized it was us, his just a big old like, hey,
like,
hey, mom, hey, dad, look what I did. Look, come here. You know, it's like, you motherfucker, you fucking asshole.
It's like, yo,
But-
where the fuck did you guys go? Like, you guys put me out, and then I was out all day, and you guys left.
Dude, yeah, no, it was cool. I walked home with him. Yeah,
You walked
like,
home in silence.
Yeah. Well, like,
Yeah.
yeah, his her mom walked with him down the street to the park, and then we only had I had all the paintball stuff in the trunk and all the paint and the waters in the back, so like couldn't fit him in the back, but there was only the front seat and the passenger seat, so I just told Michelle just take her mom and go and drive home, and I'll walk with the dog. And like, I don't know, we got home and like I gave him a big hug. He's like, I'm glad to see you.
Like,
Glad you're not dead,
motherfucker,
fucker.
you know
Yeah.
the shit I do for you. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude,
That's funny.
I freak out. My dog is my child, bro.
Yeah.
I freak out, dude.
no,
And,
like I kind of experienced that the other day. So I think I mentioned on the show, like we got a puppy. And so my brother bought his two Goldens like the other day. He came up for like a day during President's Weekend just to, kind of see the family and everything. And at one point, Pivo, the his golden retriever, who's a pretty big boy, kind of like got in the puppy's face, and like, dude, she let out this like really like scared, like, oh my God, I'm dying, like yap. Like he didn't even touch her. She was just terrified. And it was funny because for a split second I was like, I will kill you, Pivo. I was like, you better not have touched that dog. Like,
Yeah. I get real, dude. Let me tell you, when it comes to stuff like that, Ryan, I get real nervous when it comes to dog parks. 'Cause it's like, dude, that probably goes to the back of every dog owner's mind. What if another dog attacks my dog?
I'm
What do I
killing
gotta
that
do,
dog.
bro? That's what I'm
Oh,
saying,
I
dude. It's
will
like,
fuck
am I really gonna have to put this thing in like in a rear naked choke in front of this goddamn Karen? Are you
Hey,
serious?
Put it
hey,
down.
I love dogs, but I love my dog more.
Oh, there we go.
well, that's like
Right.
Tom Segura has that bit. He's like, well, what's the difference between having a kid and having dogs? And he's like, because if that dog hurt my child, I would instantly and without a thought kill the dog. Like, just no second question. So, yeah. No, but dogs are amazing. I love them. Don't hurt dogs. This is
I don't
not.
have a
we're,
child.
we're not
thank
condoning
God,
hurting dogs.
so-
Yes.
I like dogs. Thank God I don't have a child, so we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking
just
of, where
punch
the hell
kids.
is Callie?
Oh, you can
She's
try,
probably
buddy.
outside right now, chilling. You know,
Oh, I was
probably
gonna
going
say
take
we
a
missed
big old steamy shit.
the fourth guest of the show, or the fourth host of the show. It's always
Dude,
Callie.
we should low key get like a Cali cam.
Callie camp, that'd be fire. It's just on her the
fire.
whole show. So it's like that'd be pretty funny.
I want to bring her out to the field, but dude, she's rambunctious, dude. She's rambunctious as fuck.
Oh, yeah. I think that's our solution. Maybe going forward, just bringing our dog to the field. He's not a paintball dog. He's scared of loud noises. But if he's gonna get out, he's coming to the field.
Yeah.
That
Well,
point
and I
up
will
is,
say our like Capital Edge, I think most paintball fields are really dog friendly, but Capital Edge especially, there's so many dog owners out at the park. Like, dude, I think about all the time, like when Doss brings like Dax or Zaya, or I don't think he's brought the new one out to
Some
the
other
park yet.
Malin Walls.
Dude, he literally has 4
German
in
Shepherds?
his home right now.
Yeah.
Did you just say that, Brandon? Don't say that to Dawes' face. That won't go over very well. But yeah, this man
loves
literally
it.
is taking care of 4 Belgian Malinois right now. It's insane.
He's trying to get that farm going, bro. Shout out to Doss, dude.
Dude, not the
The-
farm.
the
He's got the pack.
I know,
Like,
isn't he trying to make it like a Doss's Malinois farm or whatever?
seriously?
Isn't that like an Instagram page?
Maybe? I don't know. I haven't.
I
You'll have
don't
to
know.
send this to me. I haven't seen this then.
I gotta look it up.
Okay.
Yeah, send that.
All right. Well, perfect.
Interesting.
But
Yep,
but
Doss's Maligator Ranch.
Maligator
Sending right now.
Ranch. I
Sending it
feel
over
like
right now.
that was made by Tati, not Das. But all right.
Probably right, but sent.
Dogs, man.
Oh yeah. Well, hey, what's the at? What's the at? DOS DOSS underscore Maligator alligator underscore ranch. So go check it out. Free plug. There you go, DOS.
I knew I saw something about it. I was like Doss and Ranch or farm. Something.
DOS and ranch. Yeah.
some kind of wilderness thing.
Do you know what mountain walls are, Dylan? Have you heard of that breed before?
No, I don't. Do not know that.
Okay, so like German Shepherds, they're similar to those dogs. They have a lot of kind of similar-ish features, but they are like they're different in other ways too. Like Belgians are usually a little bit more intelligent, but they're dogs that hyperactive. They need a job, but they're usually like defense
Work
dogs. Like they work jobs like that. So Doss has trained both Dax and Zaya, his two dogs, to do like, working commands and stuff. They can, I don't know, like
on the fuck out of somebody if they really want.
Seriously,
if he really wants him.
It's hilarious because Dax sits there just like kind of looking at Ryan like, "What's up, man?" Like all happy, and then like all Doss has to do is just say one word, and that dog will turn into a weapon.
Crazy,
and it's like, that's pretty cool actually.
Effective.
I had a conversation about this today actually with my dad. Like Americans specifically, we love our puppies so much and our dogs so much. I really believe that there's no science to prove this, and there's probably exactly opposite science to disprove this would happen, but imagine a world in 5,000 years when humans have continually domesticated this animal, dog.
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers are going to be walking on 2 feet, and they're going to be wearing clothes just like we are. They're going to be fucking communicating through AI tech.
Sure.
I shit you not. My aunt, she's my dad's sister. She has a dog that's like, it's a mix of a whole bunch of different things. It's like 10% lab, 20% poodle, like a couple other things in there too. But dude, this dog is like the most agile thing I've ever seen. It legit walks on 2 legs. Like it can balance and like walk. And so like anytime it comes next to you, it's like, "Hey, what's up?" And it's just kind of walking with you, and it's like, that's weird. I don't like that. And like,
dude, in the darkness,
dogs
that's my
run in
sleep
packs.
paralysis demon.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Keep going.
That's your sleep paralysis demon. Got you.
That would be my sleep paralysis demon for sure.
Do you get sleep paralysis? That I've always wanted that.
But
that's what it would look like.
That shit. That's what it would look like.
I got you.
So go ahead, Dylan.
Yeah, what were you gonna say, man?
I was just gonna say dogs run in packs. So like, if a dog's pack for many millennia are only humans, I feel like they'll begin to imitate those behaviors.
That, and then also the dogs that usually humans like are like, they have those behaviors more present, and so those are the ones that usually will get bred to have more offspring. Yeah, and that's what we've done so far. And I mean, shit, dude, like we've gone from wolves to fucking pugs. Like a pug came from a wolf. Like I hope you guys realize that. With a mushroom. Wait, whoa, Dylan, are you on that?
No, I mean, like the reality is that like the genetics of a mushroom and the genetics of a human have more similarities than the genetics of a mushroom and the genetics of a green plant with
I'm pretty sure I've said this exact fact on the podcast before. I've said
really?
This exact fact. Yeah.
Have you?
You said that?
Oh,
did you watch Neil deGrasse Tyson tell you?
Yes. That is where I saw it. Right.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse?
But so I'm guessing that's the theory that like humans are a form of like
evolution.
ape or something like that found some sort of
Psychedelic
psilocybin
mushroom.
or something, some sort of mushroom that had it helped kind of spur on brain development and growth and
consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, so if you're out there, do some shrooms. Maybe you'll become a god. I don't know.
Done with
That's-
bananas
I
and
think
then
that's
natural.
what you're telling me.
They went from bananas to mushrooms. Now they're like, build. Build. Yes. Right. And so
Guys, this has been a ton of fun, but I gotta go to fucking bed.
No, for sure, man. We were just gonna kind of wrap it up here soon. But if you want to kind of step out, we have a couple other things that we got to talk about. Real quick, just go ahead and plug your, information. Where can people find you, Dylan?
Yeah, guys. Really, thank you so much for having me, Paintball community. Thanks for letting me ramble. You can find me at Dylanfilmedit on Instagram, or you can look up The Place for Things on YouTube. And I challenge you to watch some of the Bunker to Bunker episodes. I've been on the show before. Yeah, thank you, buddy.
I was gonna say if you need one to get started with, go check out Patty Gleason's episode. That's personally one of my favorites because I think you told a really strong and powerful story in there.
Thanks, man. And you guys are awesome. Continue doing what you're doing. I'm really grateful to have been part of 2 of these episodes. And like just the video element of this conversation just made it so much even more fun than the last
Remember when
time.
it was just me?
Thanks.
Remember it was just me on the video?
Yeah.
It's us two, baby.
Yep.
And
Dude, it was just me and
thanks for
Dylan.
letting my nephew hang with us. He's
Yeah,
a
of
cool
course.
kid.
Thank
I
you,
hope
brother.
more
It was
kids
nice
get to
meeting
play
you.
paintball. And thanks for treating him like an adult, you know?
Yeah, for sure,
Absolutely.
man. No, it was good to have you on the show. You and it's Rocky, right? Or am I getting that wrong again? I got it right. Let's go. All right. So we have
Rocky!
Dylan and Rocky.
You got
Let's
any
go.
last words?
Yeah, any final words, bro?
Last words.
Wait, what? Why,
Last words.
why-
Okay, solid.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well,
that's good. Now we'll leave it at that.
All right, well, perfect. Hey, well, we appreciate it, Dylan. Yeah, if you want to just go ahead and click out, we'll wrap up the show without you. But yeah,
dude, fine. Fuck you guys. It's over, dude.
all right.
Bro,
here.
fuck
Get out of here!
All
Get
right.
out of here! Rascal.
That's how the fucking show ends. Oh god, that's amazing. Well, yeah, so that was Dylan, and that's why I love that dude. Well, yeah, I mean, I
kinda
was
guys work.
getting to wrapping up the show. We've just about kind of hit the 2-hour mark. But yeah, I mean, dude, season's coming back in. Paintball's about to happen. Like, dude, we're like two weeks away from a layout, or
It's 3. I think this is the third. I think. Oh, 2 weeks away from the layout. Yeah.
from a
2
layout,
weeks away
and
from
then
the
it's
layout,
the
3
next
weeks away
weekend
from the
is
event.
yeah. So
Yep.
that's quick.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. Dude, I've been working like fucking crazy, right? Trying to make sure it's like I'm bringing the best meat on that field, right? And
The best me I can be.
right.
Oh, I think my internet. Oh, it's just me. I think my internet went down on this one. Well, that's fun. I'm glad we got Dylan off before this happened. We'll see. Oh yeah, no, I have 0 network activity. Hell yeah. Oh great, perfect. A perfect way to end the show tonight. You know, having network connectivity issues.
Wait.
All right.
Oh,
I'm trying to get it back up.
now he's back.
Okay. All right.
Now
What's
he's
up,
back.
guys? Yeah, my Wi-Fi crashed there. So
knew it.
Me, and the people on the recording had a nice little silent moment together. That was
Dude,
nice.
me and Brando, we thought we had the people for a second.
No, you guys
Yeah,
don't
we-
have the people. I have the people.
Okay, I tried.
We had our people.
Okay.
We had our
We had each
people.
other. Thank you, Brando. We had each
Yeah.
other.
We had each other.
The power of friendship we can never lose.
That's true, dude. The power of the friendship push.
Friends
Dude.
flight, baby.
But like real quick on the whole practice thing and everything, is like with the tournament coming up this quick, I feel like we've worked a lot. I feel like as a team for us, we've learned a lot, and
Except for the test.
yeah, yes, I'm ready for it. Ready to put it all to on the field and see how well we do with it all. But like at the same time, I just I want more work. Like fuck, dude.
This shit keeps me up at night, dude. I'm so hungry to keep playing and keep getting better, dude. It keeps me up at night, dude. Sometimes thinking at work, I'll space out and I'm like, man, what could I have done this better, right?
Yeah.
Or I'm just constantly thinking about.
That's called
paintball,
being
just constantly.
obsessed.
The thing is,
That's not a
it's
bad
healthy
thing.
Obsession. It's a healthy obsession.
No,
right?
it's not a bad thing, but that's what it is.
Right. And man,
It's not a want. It's a need. It's a compulsion. It's a
an
you know,
addiction.
it's I'm addicted to this shit, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cue that Black Eyed Peas music.
Get enough.
Fucking love that
I
song.
just
Dude.
can't get enough.
Yeah, 2009 Black Eyed Peas. Fuck. Goddamn.
Well, fuck yeah, man. All right, guys. So I do think that is our kind of wrap up cue there. But yeah, I mean, hey, it's the time when Ryan takes over and he says the things he says every week. So why don't you go and do them? No,
to
but
you.
seriously though, rate the show. That helps us out a lot. It's free. It literally takes 30 seconds at the utmost, and you could do it right now, literally while I'm talking, and you could be done. You could already have been done. Why haven't you rated the show yet? Okay, thank you. They rated the show, so I stopped telling them to. But yeah, so Apple Podcasts, Spotify, rate the show real quick. Also on those platforms as well as YouTube, you can subscribe to the show. So similar concept. It just gives you all the episodes when they're ready to go. They're going to be downloaded, ready to go on your phone. So, no delay. As soon as you want to listen to it, it's going to be there for you. Patreon, if you head over to patreon.com/mafia_productions, that's patreon.com/mafia_productions. Over there, we got all the content. So all the podcasts come out there early, as well as all the general YouTube content. So the balls video it's already up there right now. So if you were waiting on that until Friday, well, you could have watched it early. There's also going to be some extra exclusive content from that video that's only going to be available on the Patreon. So if you want to see Hatch and all the semi-pro guys' full opinions and thoughts on the flavors of balls, you'll have to tune in for that. So go check that out. Merchandise, we always got it. It's behind me. Hatch is wearing his tonight. But head over to mafiadigitalmedia.com, MAFIA DIGTAL media.com, and pick up some merch. Go check it out. See if anything. I was going to say tickles your fancy, but that sounded weird, so I decided not to. But here we are. Last and certainly not least, Liquid IV. I had to get the box face the right way. We talked about them earlier on the show. They have great flavors. It is a great product to hydrate you, whether you're, working out really hard or maybe you're just hungover and a lazy piece of shit. But yeah, all you got to do, get some Liquid IV, use code Mafia_Moffitt. You'll get 20% off and free shipping. So go check that out. Linked down below in the description as always. And yeah, guys, that's a podcast. We did it. It's episode 30. Hatch, can you believe that? We are closer to our 1-year reunion show than we are closer to the starting of the show.
I'm getting so fucked up on the 1 year, dude. I'm getting astronomically fucked.
You see this bottle? This bottle's going to be gone that night. That's the plan.
All right, so the thing is, what are we gonna do? Are we doing a long podcast? Let's just brainstorm.
We have plenty of time to brainstorm. I don't want to get people's hopes up just yet, so we'll come up.
I guarantee
52. There's gonna be hype. Yeah, so I don't want to necessarily make it like a PKA drinking episode where me and Brandon talk about a woman's nipples for an hour and a half, because that has happened on other shows. But
I mean, they were
pretty big. They were pretty big. I mean, you're not wrong, but yeah. So stay tuned, guys. We're making content here every single week. We got a new podcast for you, so we appreciate you listening to it out there. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for us. So, for Stephen Hatch, Brandon Baird, our special guest tonight, Dylanfilmedit or Dylan Fout. My name is Ryan Mafia Moffitt. This has been From the Sidelines, episode 30. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.
Bye.